South County hear me?
Yes, ma'am. South County can hear you.
Central County hear me? Is there a way while you're up here, can I pin the two jails as well as the interpreter to make them larger and everybody else appear smaller until they speak? Yep.
What up, Raven? How's it going today? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. And this is we're gonna be in Polk County. Damn, it looks like it's a full house. We got a wide variety of different individuals here, all sizes, shapes, colors, and whatnot. All right, so let me go ahead and I got that ready.
That's okay.
Let me get it up.
All right. All right, I can see Madam Interpreter is on the line. Ms. Hernandez,
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, as you guys know,
solemnly swear or affirm that you will accurately translate English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability.
it says, yeah, they're suspended, Raven.
Mónica de la Torre de Hernandez, State Certified Court Interpreter.
They are
And I'm gonna have
suspended.
all the inmates rise and be sworn.
Por favor, todos pónganse de pie para ser juramentados.
Raise your right hand.
Levanten la mano derecha.
I can't see South County at the moment.
No puedo ver en este momento South County.
Here we go. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If you do, say I do and have a seat.
Ustedes juran
I
solemnemente
do.
o afirman que el testimonio que rendirán será la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Si es así, digan sí. Contesten en voz alta, por favor. En
Good afternoon,
español.
everyone. We are here for first appearance. First appearance has four purposes and four purposes only. First, I'm going to advise you as to the charges that have been filed against you. Second, I'm going to ask if you have an attorney representing you. If you have hired counsel and they are present, they will speak on your behalf. If your attorney is not present, you will have the option to proceed forward with your hearing today or postpone the hearing until tomorrow. If you postpone your hearing until tomorrow, then it is your responsibility to contact your attorney to let them know that you have court. No one else is going to do that for you. If you wish to move forward today without your attorney present, as I mentioned, we can do that as well. If you do not have an attorney already, I will ask you if you can afford one. If so, we will make a note of that and move on. And if you cannot afford one, I will ask you some questions to determine if you meet the qualification for the appointment of the public defender's office to represent you. You will also, for the appointment of the public defender, you will also have to fill out an
What up,
application
Taurus?
for today's hearing. You do have a
I'm
right to
all
have
right,
your
all right.
attorney
What up,
present
Kim?
before and during any questioning. The third purpose of first appearance is I will determine if there is probable cause for the charges that you are here for today. That means there are reasonable grounds that the crime was committed and you were the person that committed the crime. If there are any challenges to probable cause, I will address those. Finally, I will review your bonds and any other release conditions with you to determine if any changes are necessary. Be aware, if this court places you on pretrial release today, regardless of if it is straight to pretrial release or a condition of your bond, the conditions announced in court go into effect immediately today. Meaning, if you remain in custody, your pretrial release conditions are in effect. So for
Hey, what up,
example, if
Mai?
you're told that you are not to have contact with a certain person and you call that person from jail before you're released, you are in violation of your pretrial release conditions. Throughout this entire process, you have a constitutional right to remain silent. If you choose not to remain silent, anything you say can be used against you. Everything that is being said where I am located, as well as where you all are located, is being recorded. There is an assistant state attorney present listening to everything that's being said, so do not say anything about your case or the crime itself. Please keep these rights in mind as we go through the process, and when you hear your name called, please step forward.
Is this the lady that says the 500 foot? 500 foot, right? Yeah, so I'm doing pretty
Ms.
good.
Hernandez, if you would
Thank you
please
for
interpret
asking.
that for the Spanish inmates, please.
The Spanish inmates? What you talking about? All right. So for anybody that's just stepping in right now, this is going to be Polk County
Ms.
in
Hernandez, did I
the
lose
state
you?
of Florida, if you will. This is live and direct. This is happening right now. What's up, Tita? How's it going? Can everybody hear the court? Can everybody hear me? If I could get a thumbs up, if you could hear me, can I get a thumbs down if you can't hear
Hernandez,
me?
you're muted at the moment. If you can unmute your line.
Unmute my linea, if you will. All right, sounds good. All right, cool. Thank you guys for letting me know. All right. So as you guys pointed out, you guys can't send any daily hearts on one of the accounts.
While we're waiting for Ms. Hernandez, I'm going to go ahead and call the inmate in person. I have Raymond Mao.
They suspended it for whatever reason, but whatever, I don't care. We'll still keep on pushing, if you will. It ain't nothing.
Good afternoon, sir. You're here for one count of tampering with an electronic monitoring device.
What is that? Grandpa there?
And do you have an attorney already?
I have a public defender.
That fool looks like an ant.
He just talked to me.
So this is a new law charge. Do you need the public defender appointed to represent you on this case?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you.
You already have court another time? You already have court, or you going back to the court?
He's taking care of that.
There he is.
I'm going to ask to be appointed on this, and I do have a courthouse challenge.
Yes, I provisionally appointed the public defender to represent him, and you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. In the case where Mr. Howell felt the need that he needed to be vapor acted, and he apparently went to Cornerstone on February 19th. He got out of there, I believe, on February 24th, and he said he couldn't get back to his motel room before the ankle monitor died. The statute says it has to be an affirmative act to circumvent the operation of electronic monitoring. This was unintentional on his part. He wasn't trying to have the monitor stop working. It ran out of power before he was able to get back to his place to be able to hook it back in.
Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Sounds like a bunch of excuses to me. Come on now, like you know they tell you when you sign up for these programs, they tell you you gotta charge it up for a certain amount of time. So obviously he didn't prepare accurately, or he's just full of a bunch of excuses. What do you guys think? Should they give him a break? Come on, he's acting like he's a kid over here. Gotta be a little bit more responsible, especially when your freedom hangs in the balance here. You better believe I'll be carrying a portable freaking brick around just to make sure I'm able to not get violated. You better believe I don't want to go back to jail. No more locked doors for me. No gracias. I'll be carrying 2 batteries just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Alicent. Hey, what's up, Miss Leanne? Hey, Patrick, thank you. Highly appreciate you. Highly appreciate
Go
you.
ahead, Mr. Matthews, I apologize.
No problem, Judge. That's your pleasure. Once the GPS signal was lost and the pretrial release officer was unable to make contact, the officer made contact with law enforcement, who also was unable to make contact with the defendant. With all due respect and with respect, the accused simply stating, I promise I wasn't where I wasn't supposed to be and it wasn't intentional is, I think, not well supported before the court as we sit. The allegation is that the accused intentionally left his home. He was out of pocket and intentionally or not, didn't make contact with his pretrial release officer, did not let the officer know where he was, did not get approval for where he was, did not make the arrangements to make sure his GPS monitor continued to function, say, well, the battery died, so it isn't his fault. With respect to this particular defendant, is a defense that can be raised in any GPS monitoring issue that might come before the court. That I forgot or failed to charge it simply is not a legal defense, I would argue, at this time. He did make an affirmative act of not being home. Had he been home and the GPS failed, or if he had been where he told the pretrial release officers where he
Thank
could
you,
be
Jerome.
found when they reached
What
out
up,
to try
Chad?
to get in touch with him, or when law enforcement tried to get in touch with him. Then
What up,
I
NJ?
think the defense would be better.
What up,
taken,
Brittany?
Again, respectfully. The underlying offense in this case was a violation of an injunction. It was the violation of injunction and a stalking charge that put him
7
on
days,
the
Chad, 7
monitor
days.
itself. So while I don't recall being the first appearance ASA for that case,
What up, Sander?
I can infer that the court wanted to keep track of the defendant to be sure he didn't have another contact or stalk the victim in the underlying case or violate the injunction again. And the state will also be requesting that, should the court find probable cause in this case, that the bond in, just a second, CF 256449 be revoked per Parker. Thank you.
Hey, what up, Brent?
I may respond to that. I do have some documentation he just provided to me. I would show the judge that he was at Centerstone, the date of 2/23, from 2/19 to 2/23. She would come back to work on 2/24.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's lagging.
Any objection to the court viewing this, Mr. Matthews?
I would object to the foundation. I think the court can view it, but it appears to be a 1-sentence page on that's photocopied. And even if,
Care Bear, thank you.
and even if it is found to be genuine, that doesn't relieve the defendant from staying in contact with pretrial release or letting them know where he is or taking his charger. And just because he was there does not mean that he also was not somewhere else during the time he was unmonitored. Thank you.
And he did feel the need to make record himself. As the court is aware, he's being evaluated for competency on the other case, and he has competency court this afternoon at 1:00, also at the same time that he has first appearances. So I can understand the need that he felt to make record himself based on what's going on with the felony case that his other attorney represents him on. So I would still argue there's no probable cause for this charge. If the court disagrees with me for whatever reason, I would argue not to harbor him, to let that be done by the other judge, if so inclined.
What up,
on the
Ella?
case he's being evaluated for competency, and he has a hearing right now at 1:00 on as well.
And I was informed about the hearing for the competency hearing. That is on the 25 CF 6449 case.
Yes.
Okay.
And Judge, if I may, it's hard to keep kind of going, but as these matters are brought up, I would also note that there's a report in my file in that case where where at least the committee recommendations of finding of competent to proceed.
I don't know. I'm not going to address the competency or not competent in the felony case at this time. Since that's not before the court, I am bound by the four corners of the probable cause affidavit for first appearance. So
Front
I have
row,
reviewed
second to the left.
Probable cause affidavit. Based on the four corners of the affidavit, I do find that there is probable cause for what he has been charged with. I am going to grant bond in the amount of $10,000. As to 25 CF 6449, I'm not going to address Parker since he has a court date going on right now that he's going to be going over to that courtroom to address. And I will let the judge and the ASA and attorney handle that at that time. But I do find probable cause at this time on the new law violation with the bond that was just stated.
Thank you. Don't say anything. I'll let your other attorney.
Watching live court sessions on
Good luck,
GPS
sister.
monitoring charges. That's right. She has a beard. What the what? Hold up.
Okay, I see.
Let
Mr.
me zoom in
Hernandez
on
is back.
this.
I do
And-
apologize, Your
A
Honor.
beard?
The system somehow kicked me out.
All right, did you hear me go through the first appearance speech with everybody?
Yes, Your Honor. May the
You wanna-
interpreter read?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Buenas tardes, esta es su audiencia de primera comparecencia. La audiencia de primera comparecencia
What up,
tiene
Bill
solamente
Coatings?
4 propósitos. Primero, les informaré
Job
sobre el
application
cargo
time,
o
that's
los
right.
cargos que se han presentado en su contra. En segundo lugar, les preguntaré si ya le está representando
All right,
un
let me fix
abogado.
the screen now.
Si usted ya ha contratado un abogado y este se encuentra presente, entonces será el abogado quien hable en representación suya. Si su abogado no se encuentra presente, usted tendrá la opción de proceder con su audiencia de hoy o posponerla hasta mañana. Si usted decide posponerla, será responsabilidad suya
This one,
únicamente
damn.
de contactar a su abogado para hacerle saber que tendrá una audiencia. Nadie más hará esto por usted. Si usted desea proceder sin que su abogado esté presente, puede hacerlo. Si usted no tiene abogado, le preguntaré si puede pagar uno. Si usted puede, tomaremos nota de esto y procederemos. Si no puede y
Yeah,
califica,
it's laggy.
el juez asignaría provisionalmente la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo
Hello,
representen en
governor.
espera de que usted llene una solicitud para estos servicios. Usted tiene derecho a que un abogado esté presente antes y durante cualquier interrogatorio.
No mames,
Tercero,
güey.
si hay alguna objeción en cuanto a motivo fundado, esta se abordará inmediatamente. Finalmente, voy a estar revisando sus fianzas y otras condiciones de
Frozen.
liberación con
I'm
usted para
gonna start
determinar
this one
si es
up again, all
necesaria
right?
cualquier
Give me a minute.
modificación. Debe saber que si el juez o la jueza lo pone hoy bajo libertad condicional, independientemente de si es directamente o como condición de su fianza, las condiciones que se anuncien hoy en esta audiencia entrarán en efecto inmediatamente, aunque usted se encuentre aún encarcelado. Por ejemplo, si se le ordena no tener contacto con determinada persona y usted llama a esa persona desde la cárcel antes de salir en libertad, usted estaría violando su libertad condicional.
All right, Xander,
Durante
for
todo
sure.
este proceso, usted tiene el derecho constitucional de permanecer en silencio. Si decide no permanecer en silencio, todo lo que diga podrá ser usado en su contra. Todo lo que se diga donde yo me encuentro y así como también donde usted se encuentra está siendo grabado. Hay un abogado de la Fiscalía presente escuchando todo lo que aquí se dice, así que no diga nada en relación al delito mismo. Por favor, tenga presentes estos derechos durante el transcurso de este procedimiento. Por favor, pase al frente cuando se llame su nombre. Gracias. Thank you, Your Honor.
Come on, guys. You guys are telling me after that Bad Bunny
Sanchez Bautista.
Super Bowl appearance, you guys didn't know El Español? Come on, guys.
Mark McMahon for Mr. Sanchez Batista.
I'm sorry, who was that was speaking?
Me.
Mark
¿Quién
McMahon,
habla?
attorney for Mr. Sanchez Batista.
Good afternoon, Ms.
Mark McMahon, de parte del señor Sánchez Bautista, habla.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanchez.
Buenas tardes, señor Sánchez.
You are here for one count of knowingly
Afraid not,
driving while
Governor.
license suspended or revoked, and
What
one
up,
count
Bella?
of resisting officer without violence.
Usted se encuentra aquí por un cargo de manejar a sabiendas con licencia suspendida o revocada y un cargo de resistir a un oficial sin violencia.
And Mr. McMahon, did you wish to be heard at this time?
¿Quiere decir algo,
Yeah,
señor
Judge.
McMahon?
Judge, yeah, he was. I know he was on pretrial release for another case. which I was
JVH,
fired,
that's what's up.
with the arrest. We were just asking for a standard bond. He lives in the area. He has a wife in the area and ties to the area. And looks like
7 days,
I don't
Teresa.
know if he was in a parking lot somewhere, and they said he was driving without a license. But that's why we're here. But he's not a flight risk or anything like that. So we're just asking for a standard bond.
Sí, su señoría. Yo lo representaba anteriormente en un caso en el que estaba bajo libertad condicional, del cual a mí se me despidió. Y estoy pidiendo simplemente una fianza estándar. Él vive en esta zona y tiene una esposa en el área y tiene vínculos con la comunidad. Parece que él estaba
What up, Spooky?
ahí, no sé
Thank
si
you.
estaba en un
Nicole, what up?
estacionamiento.
I am on
Pero
YT.
estoy pidiendo una fianza estándar, su señoría.
Does the state wish to respond?
¿Quiere responder la fiscalía?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Sí, gracias, su señoría.
According to the affidavit, Your Honor, the allegation is that officers observed the defendant apparently urinating in a parking lot.
La alegación, de acuerdo a la affidavit, su señoría, es que los oficiales observaron al acusado que supuestamente estaba orinando en el estacionamiento.
What?
Upon observing the marked patrol vehicle, the defendant got into his vehicle and attempted to drive it out of the parking lot.
That's
En cuanto
right, Matthew.
El acusado observó la patrulla
Agua.
que
A
estaba
la
ahí. El
verga.
acusado se metió a su vehículo y trató de irse manejando, saliendo del estacionamiento.
This was pulling out his wiener on
Subsequently,
public.
Resisted the officer in attempting to interdict the defendant.
Subsecuentemente, él resistió al oficial que estaba tratando de impedir que el acusado.
They would also respectfully note that there are open cases with pretrial release and bond.
También la fiscalía respetuosamente quisiera hacer notar que habían envases.
What up, Annabelle? I'm all right.
había casos abiertos de acuerdo al caso que estaba en libertad condicional.
For the 25 CT 9921,
En 25 CT 9921,
9918,
9918,
charges of DUI and
What up,
refusing to
Inglewood?
submit to a breath test.
de cargos de manejar bajo los efectos y rehusarse a someterse a una prueba de alcoholemia.
If probable cause is found, the state will also respectfully request the court consider revoking the bond in those two cases.
Si es que se encuentra que sí existe causa razonable,
What up, Katie?
la fiscalía pediría respetuosamente que la jueza también determine en este caso que se revoque la fianza en ambos casos.
Thank you.
Gracias.
And Mr. McMahon, anything additional at this time?
¿Algo adicional, señor
No,
McMahon?
Judge.
No, jueza.
No, Judge.
No, jueza.
All right, sir, I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
Señor, ya revisé la affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que sí se ha establecido causa razonable en cuanto a cada uno de los cargos.
What up, Bella? Come on
I'm gonna
over.
Grant bond in
Thank
the
you.
amount of $1,000 as to each count.
En cuanto a cada uno de los cargos, yo voy a otorgar una fianza de $1,000 en cada uno de estos cargos.
Did also see when I reviewed the case,
También cuando revisé el caso, yo vi
you were out on bond in 25 CT 9921 and 25 CT 9918.
Vi también que usted estaba fuera bajo fianza en los casos 25 CT 9921
What up,
y
Kimbria?
9918.
Considering the court has found probable cause of the two new law violations,
Tomando en
What up,
consideración
Jennifer?
que la jueza ha determinado que sí existe causa razonable en cuanto a los dos nuevos incumplimientos de la ley,
revoking your bond in those two prior cases,
revoco su fianza en esos casos previos.
and you will be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State.
401,
Y se
thank
le
you
va
for
a
the follow.
mantener detenido sin fianza en relación a Parker vs. State.
Your next court date is April 9th at 8:30 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 9 de abril a las 8:30.
Damn, that lady in the wheelchair,
Buenas
her legs are whiter than
Puede pasar a su izquierda.
white paper, if you will. That's some white ass legs. She needs to get out in the
Thank you,
sun and get some vitamin D, if you will.
You said, thanks.
Raimundo Cantu,
All right, we got can two over here.
good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
You are here for one count of trespass of an area maintained or secured by law enforcement.
What up, Drea?
Usted está aquí por un cargo de intrusión ilegal en una zona que era mantenida o que mantenía bajo seguridad la Agencia del Orden Público.
Do you have an attorney?
¿Tiene usted un abogado?
No.
No.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to
What up,
represent you?
Droopy?
¿Planea usted contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
Shit, Droopy, I gotta take my meds.
Yeah,
My stomach's starting to hurt.
Tendencia.
¿Perdón?
Pero sí.
Hey, what up, hot
No le
mess?
entiendo, señor. Por favor, hable despacio.
We're in Florida, yup. We're in Polk County, Florida,
Do
if
plan
you
on
will.
hiring an attorney or do you need the court to appoint an
Hey,
attorney
Ats,
to
thank you.
represent you, sir?
Señor,
Hey, Gracie, I'm all right. I'm all right.
appoint. Yes.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Provisionalmente le voy a nombrar a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Ya revisé la affidavit de causa
Juan,
razonable y encuentro
buenos
que sí
días,
está
my head.
establecido
What up,
causa
Steven?
razonable.
You'll have bond in the amount of $5,000.
Va a tener una fianza por el monto de $5,000.
Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 31 de marzo a las 8:15 de la mañana.
Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Buena suerte, puede pasar a su izquierda, señor.
Mr. Copley, which case do you have?
Is that it? I'm hoping that's it.
Everson, Ebbesen.
That's another one.
Ms. Hernandez, do you mind if I called Mr. Copley's case for one moment?
Not at all, Your Honor.
Oh,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna skip. We're skipping the line right now.
Eric Ebbison?
Come on, Ebison, come on down. I'm guessing this fool has he has a lawyer. Hey, what's up, Mandy Hands? Thank you. Highly appreciate that, Daily Heart.
Good afternoon,
Hello, Your
sir.
Honor.
All right, sir, you're here for one count of written threat to kill or injure and one count of unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am, I can't afford one.
Do you need the court to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. Mr. Copley?
We would just ask that he placed on pretrial release. Conditions, number one, that he would make.
What up, Mary?
And then the other conditions are on the arrest affidavit itself, that is no contact with the victim of any kind, no possession of any firearms or weapons, and
Hold on.
in addition to the stay away, it says 500 feet away from the victim also. So those three.
Polk County, Florida.
The bond, it seems to be appropriate in the state's view.
And,
Sanderson with the Public Defender's Office.
yes, ma'am.
This is an incident that allegedly occurred back on November 21st of 2025. This just now coming. I looked in CCIS and I didn't see any prior record for him under the name and date of birth that I had for him. But assuming he doesn't have any out-of-state history, I would just ask for reasonable bonds on these charges, if these were his first charges.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
I've never been in any trouble. I'm a
Hold on.
veteran.
He's a
Hold on,
good
Mr.
boy.
Everson. Hold on. All right.
My
and
apologies, Your Honor.
Mr. Copley, I'm showing on the warrant, there was bond already set on count 2, but there was not on count 1. Did the state have a position in reference to that?
$15,000.
T. Bella, thank you.
All right. And the court has reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find there is probable cause as to each count.
And for those of you that are tapping the screen, highly appreciate you. Remember, tapping the screen is free. It's free for you, free for me. I know we're all doing bad out here, but tapping the screen?
He has no prior record, and apparently he's a veteran as well. I would ask for a lower bond, under than 10,000 on the secondary felony charge.
All right, I've reviewed.
Thank you,
probable
guys.
cause
Thank you.
affidavit.
Hey, what up,
Probable
señorita?
cause as to each count.
Gracias.
I'm going to grant bond in the amount of $15,000 as to count 1.
Meg,
bond
thank
in the
you.
amount of $5,000 as to count 2. Pretrial release has already been ordered, and I am also granting pretrial release.
What?
Sir, you will immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone, and that will be on every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
You are
Yes,
also,
yes.
hold on, let me finish real quick. And then if you have a question, I'll let you ask your question. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case.
Hey, thank you,
Contact means
Teresa.
directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. Was there a question that you had? And do you know, I'm probably
No,
will not
ma'am.
be able to. Okay. Anything additional, state or defense?
No, ma'am.
All right, sir, your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a
Yeah,
good
you're right. They do have veterans court. I wonder how come you didn't go to it. Oh, but you know, veterans court, isn't it? When you have some type of rug offenses.
Augusto Perez.
Oh, does that apply to everything? I'm not familiar with veterans court. I've never been there,
Augusto Perez Lopez.
but I'm sure some of you guys
He is approaching.
have.
Se acerca.
Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
You're here for one count of resisting an officer without violence.
Usted está aquí por un cargo de resistir a un oficial sin violencia, señor.
Can't see
Ajá.
nothing.
Do you have an attorney already?
¿Tiene usted ya un abogado?
No tengo.
No, I don't.
No
hay.
tengo.
Do you plan on
There's
hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Hey, what up, Vanessa?
Señor, ¿usted
What up, Dana?
planea contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado de oficio?
Pues no tengo familia acá para venir a ser un abogado de afuera.
What up, Uncle
Tengo
Cash?
familia acá.
I don't have a family here in order to get an attorney from the outside.
He sounds he's from like Guatemala.
You need
What do
the
you guys
court
think?
to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Señor, ¿necesita usted que la jueza le nombre un abogado para que lo represente?
Pues no tengo familia para venir a hablar ahí con jueces, con aquel, no tengo familia
I
afuera.
don't have family outside in order to talk to the judge.
You are not answering the question I asked. However, based on your statements, I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you.
No está contestando la pregunta que le estoy haciendo, dice la jueza. Sin embargo, en base a sus respuestas, le voy a nombrar provisionalmente a un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
I've reviewed the
Eso-
probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Ya revisé el affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que sí se ha establecido causa razonable.
You'll have bond in the amount of $5,000.
Tiene una fianza por la cantidad de $5,000.
Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez, señor, será el 31 de marzo a las 8:15. Y buena suerte, señor.
Hey, yeah, they picked everybody. They picked up everybody today. What up, Chacha?
Bye.
Salvador Ramos.
Everybody got picked up. They must have raided the trailer parks, if you will.
We're on the microphone.
Mr. Ramos is approaching. Good afternoon, sir.
El señor Ramos se acerca. Buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
You are here for one count of possession of drug paraphernalia and one count of possession of methamphetamine.
What up, Lisa? What
Usted
up,
está
Emily?
aquí por un cargo de posesión de parafernalia y un cargo de posesión de metanfetamina.
Do you have an attorney?
Ashley.
¿Usted ya cuenta con un
Hopefully, I
abogado?
didn't offend anybody.
No.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
What up, Phyllis?
¿Planea usted contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre a un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
Lori, thank you.
Necesito un abogado que me represente.
I need a public defender to represent me.
They suspended my my gifting
Public
ability
Defender's
on one of my
Office to
accounts.
represent you.
Provisionalmente le nombro a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo representen.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
Ya revisé el affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que sí se ha
What
establecido
up, G?
causa razonable en cuanto a cada uno de los cargos.
Jern, thank you for the follow.
You have bonds set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1 and $5,000 on count 2.
Thank you for that, G.
Sus fianzas se han fijado en $1,000
Sales,
para el
thank you for the
cargo
follow.
número 1 y $5,000 para el cargo número 2.
Those will remain the same.
Second row on the
Esas
right.
permanecerán de esa misma manera.
Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 31 de marzo a las 8:15 de la mañana.
Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
Buena suerte, puede pasar a su izquierda.
Hey,
por
Lisa, thank you. Trucha con la ca. That's
Santos,
right.
Ramos, Velasquez.
What up, Sparky? Hey, I'm doing all right, Sophie. I'm doing all right. As a matter of fact, I got to take my medication in 24 minutes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Got to take the blood
Buenas
thinners,
tardes,
if you
señor.
will.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
We're here for one count of no valid driver's license.
Usted está aquí por un cargo de no tener licencia válida de manejo.
Thank you,
Do
Christina.
you already have an attorney?
¿Tiene usted un abogado?
No.
No.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
That's right. Hey, it's me.
¿Planea usted contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado para que lo represente?
Que me nombren un abogado que me represente.
To have one appointed to represent me.
We'll provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you.
Snorted.
Provisionalmente le nombro a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente.
I've
Oh,
reviewed
talk
the
about my
probable cause
medication.
affidavit. I do find probable cause
Thank
has
you.
been established.
Got the,
Revisé ya el affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que sí existe causa razonable que se ha establecido.
You'll have bond in the amount of
It is live, yeah.
$1,000.
Su fianza es por el monto de $1,000.
Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 13 de marzo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
Buena suerte, puede pasar a su izquierda.
Gracias.
Thank you.
nah, yeah, my wife is
Sanchez
definitely taking
Garcia.
care of me.
Approaching.
Se acerca.
Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Sir, you're here for one count of resisting an officer without violence.
Señor, usted está aquí por un cargo de resistir a un oficial
One
sin
more.
violencia.
Do you have an attorney already?
¿Ya tiene usted un abogado?
No,
No.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
¿Planea usted contratar un abogado privado, señor, o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
No.
No.
I just went
Wanna
through some
represent yourself?
medical complications a few months
¿Quiere
ago,
usted
so
representarse
I'm
a sí
recovering.
mismo?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for like about a month.
No.
Do you want an
Can't touch the
attorney?
clavo.
¿Quiere usted un abogado, señor?
No.
No.
If you do not want an attorney, then you're representing yourself. Do you understand that?
Es que si usted no quiere un abogado, se estaría representando a sí mismo. ¿Entiende eso?
No.
¿Perdón?
No.
No.
That's why if you guys notice, I'm a little bit off. I'm not the
Your
same
Honor, may interpreter inquire if he speaks another language?
as before the surgery.
Thank you,
Like
Your
it's,
Honor.
when I laugh, it
Señor,
hurts
¿habla
me.
usted algún otro idioma que no sea
What up, Jen?
español?
Sí.
¿Qué idioma?
Ma'am.
Huh?
Oh, he speaks ma'am, Your Honor.
He speaks what?
He speaks what?
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, does that require a
MAM.
special interpreter?
Yes.
Is that some
Right,
type
a
of
special
dialect?
interpreter.
Then we will continue his first appearance until tomorrow. And if we can have the interpreter's office contact somebody that speaks ma'am, please.
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
No Nintendo.
Señor, va a pasar su audiencia para el día de mañana.
No, it has to
Y
be
van a
some type of
tratar de
dialect.
contratar a un intérprete de ma'am.
Está bien.
That's fine.
You may
Yeah,
move to your left, sir.
It has to
Puede
be
pasar
some type
su
of
izquierda,
dialect.
señor.
Alba Santiago Nicolai.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow's stream. We're about to find out what ma'am is, if
¿Ya
you
está,
will.
amiga?
He's speaking perfect Spanish.
Sandra Smith, para las actas tengo por entendido que ella no tiene antecedentes previos.
Recommended for straight pretrial release by pretrial release.
We're watching live
Y la
court,
oficina de libertad condicional recomienda
Polk
que
County,
se le
Florida.
deje en libertad sin
What up,
necesidad
no
de
face?
pagar fianza.
Ask for straight pretrial release from
If for anybody that's wondered, this is live. This is happening in real time. So
Solicitamos que se le libere
these
sin
are real
necesidad de
cases.
de
These are
pagar
real people. Unless you guys are AI generated.
able to get in contact.
Nah, Kern County shit. It'll be crazy if it was Kern County.
No sé si Servicios de Libertad Condicional pudo
Oh, it's a
comunicarse con la
Guatemalan
supuesta
dialect. Thank you,
víctima,
Deluxe.
¿no?
If someone has to live at the same
What up,
address,
Uncle Cash?
ask for one time with law enforcement to get her stuff out of the house.
Ya que vivían en la misma dirección, entonces pediríamos que vaya acompañado de un oficial del orden público por una vez a su casa para recoger algunas pertenencias.
Polk County. I know where
Ma'am,
this
you've been
is.
charged with 1 count of domestic battery.
Oh, Awa.
Señorita, usted se le acusa de un cargo de violencia intrafamiliar.
Do you have an attorney already?
¿Usted ya tiene un abogado?
No.
No.
I've never seen any place that they let you wear shorts. I mean, shorts.
The court to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Ma'am is a Mayan language. Thank you,
¿Usted
Emma.
planea contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado que la represente?
You live there?
Un
What?
abogado.
To have one appointed.
Anybody interested?
Going to
Anybody want to
appoint
bail her
the
out?
Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Provisionalmente le voy a nombrar a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que la representen.
I did review the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Revisé ya el affidavit de causa razonable y determino que sí se ha establecido
That's
ya
right,
causa
Weston.
razonable.
Did the state wish to respond to the request for straight pretrial release?
La fiscalía quiere decir algo en relación a la petición para que
Melissa,
se le
thank you for the
libere
follow.
sin necesidad de pagar fianza.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, su señoría, gracias.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up with the taps? We haven't even hit 20,000 taps yet.
Did not have a criminal history.
Remember, tapping
La
is free.
oficina
It
de
doesn't cost you
Libertad
anything.
Condicional ha recomendado que se
What
le
up, Tiny
libere,
T?
sin necesidad de pagar fianza y veo que usted de hecho no tiene antecedentes previos.
So we're currently doing job interviews.
Smith's request that you be placed on straight pretrial release.
We're doing job interviews for Amazon, Walmart, Target, Circle K, and Dollar Tree
En libertad
translators.
condicional sin necesidad de pagar fianza.
Thank you, Drea.
Immediately
thank you,
upon your
Sharissa.
release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services.
Inmediatamente después de haber sido liberada
Kyle.
de la cárcel, usted estará requerida a
Kiana.
presentarse en persona a la Oficina de Libertad
Chacha.
Condicional.
Tasha.
After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday.
Anybody looking for a
Después
job,
de
we're
eso,
hiring.
usted tendrá que reportarse semanalmente
You
una
used to
vez
live in
por teléfono cada miércoles.
Polk County
You are prohibited
Lake
from having
Wales,
any intentional
Florida.
contact with the victim in the case.
Se le prohíbe tener cualquier tipo de contacto o comunicación con la supuesta víctima en el caso.
Contact means directly or indirectly.
Contacto significa ya sea directa o indirectamente,
In person, in writing, by telephone.
en persona, por escrito, por
In the criminal
teléfono,
justice system,
Pager,
sexually
fax,
based
Ready,
offenses are
Judge.
considered
por
especially heinous.
buscador, por
In
fax,
New
por
York City,
texto,
the dedicated detectives who
social
investigate these
media,
vicious
or through
felonies
third
are members of an
persons.
elite squad
correo
known as the Special
electrónico,
Victims
en redes
Unit.
sociales o a
These are
través de
their stories.
terceros.
You must stay 500 feet away from the victim.
Tiene que permanecer alejada en todo momento de la víctima por lo menos 500 pies de distancia,
Victim's home or vehicle,
el hogar de la víctima o su vehículo,
place of employment, or school at all times.
lugar de empleo o escuela en todo momento.
Donna, thank you for the follow.
You may return to the victim's residence one time only.
Usted podrá regresar a la residencia de la víctima solamente una vez
Within 48 hours of release from custody,
dentro de las primeras 48 horas después de su liberación.
accompanied by a law enforcement officer.
Tendrá que ir acompañada de un oficial del orden público
Hey, has anybody that's watching this, have you guys ever been there before? How cold there? How cold is it in there,
para
especially
recoger
having shorts on?
su ropa y efectos personales.
I can't. Yeah, Shay, they
Medication,
suspended it.
personal and business-related paperwork and work tools.
TikTok's been on my
Medicamentos,
ASS, if you will.
documentos de negocios y personales
The perfect
y
neighbor,
herramientas
nah.
de trabajo.
Your next court date is March 26th at 8:30 a.m.
Su
Hey, Alex,
siguiente
thank you for the
cita
follow.
después será el 26 de marzo
That's
a
right,
las
Drea.
8:30 de la mañana.
Good luck to you, ma'am. You may step to your
Buena
left.
suerte. Puede pasar a su izquierda, señor.
Yeah, I'm on the Microsoft Teams
Thank
meeting
you.
with them.
This one.
This is me right here. Look,
Oh, also, can I have her come back?
you
for
see where it says
Oh, por
JF
favor,
right
¿puede
here?
regresar rápidamente, perdón.
That's me right there. That's for James Flores, if you will.
said that, I did not. There is also the condition you may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives.
También tendrá que cumplir con la condición de que se le prohíbe usar, poseer o portar armas blancas, armas de fuego, cuchillos o munición.
It's hot as AF
Thank you,
with all
ma'am.
the adrenaline
Gracias.
flowing.
Puede pasar a su izquierda, gracias.
Saturnino Teodoro.
I need to turn on the goals. I've never turned the goals on. I don't know. That's just not me. I'm not tripping off of it. Hey, thank you, Bells, for that. I reckon that women in the second
Buenas
row
tardes,
was there for
señor.
violence.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
I thought it was James
We're
Franco.
here for
James
one
Franco.
count of giving false identification to law enforcement.
Usted está aquí por un cargo de dar una
2023,
identificación
what?
falsa para un oficial del orden público.
She tried to take
You have an
herself out with a
attorney
pair of pants?
¿Usted ya tiene un abogado?
No.
That's why they violate me?
You plan on
For not
hiring
putting
an
gifts?
attorney, or do you need the court
The
to
hell?
appoint an attorney to represent you?
¿Usted planea contratar un abogado privado, señor, o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
Que me nombre un abogado.
To appoint a public defender, please.
Yeah, Roddy, they be
Officially appoint the
tripping.
Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Provisionalmente yo le voy a nombrar a la oficina de abogados de
I
oficio
don't
para
make
que lo
them
represente.
money. Damn.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Ya revisé el affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que sí existe causa razonable que se ha establecido.
They take
You
70%
want
of
bond in the
gifts?
amount of $1,000.
Tiene una fianza en el monto de $1,000.
Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 13 de marzo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
That's not cool.
Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
Buena suerte, señor. Puede pasar a su izquierda.
Buena suerte. Vayas con Dios.
Thank you. De nada, señor. Señor.
Andres Velasquez Gomez. Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Why does that have a
You are here
burgundy
for one
top?
count of resisting officer without violence.
Usted está aquí por un cargo de resistir a un oficial sin violencia.
Do you have an attorney already?
¿Usted ya tiene un abogado?
No.
No.
Hey, what do you guys think that lady in the
Do you plan on
wheelchair
hiring an
did?
attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
¿Usted planea contratar un abogado privado o necesita que la jueza le nombre un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
I'm gonna have to call the jail up. I'm gonna have to ask him what all these colors mean.
¿Perdón?
Sí.
Sí que.
She ran from the police. Hit and run.
Que necesita un abogado.
Rugs.
I do need an attorney.
Provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Hey, what up from Australia?
Provisionalmente se le nombra un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Ya revisé la afidavit de causa
Teresa.
razonable y si existe una causa razonable que se ha establecido.
You will have bond in the amount of $5,000.
Su fianza es por el monto de $5,000.
Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 31 de marzo a las 8:15 de la mañana.
Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Buena suerte, señor. Puede pasar a su izquierda.
And Madam Interpreter, that was all I was informed about needing me.
All right, guys, let's let the games begin.
Should
Up
the
next on The
interpreter make an
Price is
announcement?
Wrong, we're gonna have nothing but
Thank you.
English speakers,
Buenas
if you
tardes.
will.
¿Hay alguna otra persona que necesite intérprete en español? Levanten la mano, por favor.
Oh, we got one more. Do we got a straggler over here? Yeah, we got one more. Come on down, Pedro.
Who's approaching?
¿Quién se acerca?
Lucas.
¿Cuál es?
Lucas de Ávila.
¿Perdón?
Lucas de Ávila.
Lucas de Ávila. It is D-E space A-V-I-L-A.
What the what? What kind of name is that?
Luca de Avila.
¿Luca de Ávila?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir, you're here for one count of failure of owner to maintain required insurance.
Señor, usted está aquí por un cargo de no, de siendo el dueño o conductor, no mantener el seguro requerido.
They arrest you for not having insurance on your car?
Owner of a vehicle to notify DHSM
What?
of change of address within 30 days.
Y por no haber reportado ante el Departamento de Licencias como dueño de un vehículo que cambió de dirección dentro de los siguientes 30
And not
días.
updating your address?
Do you
What up,
have an
Brody?
attorney already?
What up, Jennifer?
¿Usted ya tiene un abogado?
I'll move ASAP.
No.
Do you plan on hiring one, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
¿Usted planea contratar un abogado privado o necesita que se le nombre un abogado de oficio para que lo represente?
Se me nombra un abogado de oficio para que me represente.
To have a public defender appointed.
Man, you
to
can't do
represent me.
anything fun in Florida.
We'll provisionally appoint the public
What's up,
defender
Tracy?
to represent you.
Provisionalmente le nombro al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
This is Polk County,
I've reviewed
Florida.
the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
Ya revisé la affidavit de causa razonable y encuentro que en cuanto
In
a
the
uno de los
UK, they
cargos,
take your
cada
car?
uno de los cargos se ha establecido causa razonable.
Louisiana, they give you a
On each
ticket?
count in the amount of $1,000.
Y su fianza en cuanto a cada uno
Thank
de
you,
los
Jennifer.
cargos es de $1,000.
Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Su siguiente cita ante un juez será el 13 de marzo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Utah?
To you, sir, you may step to your left.
Buena suerte, señor. Puede pasar a su izquierda.
Bueno, gracias.
Damn,
Thank
they
you.
took your car. Damn, that's scandalous. Hey, what's up, Mickey? Thank you for that.
May interpreter be excused, Your Honor?
What up, Rissa?
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Hey, where's
You're
everybody
welcome,
tuning in
Your Honor. May you
from?
have a
What part of the world are you guys tuning in from? I'm
These are
always
live
curious to
from
know.
Toronto.
North Dakota, big fine and second time jail time. What? UK, we got UK in the house. Denver, Louisiana, UK, Illinois,
sir.
Dallas, Texas,
Good afternoon.
Cali.
You're here for a warrant
California.
out of Texas.
You know OC, Cali, that's
You have an
right.
attorney
Louisiana.
already.
I do
Where's
not.
the individual
Do you
at?
need an attorney appointed, or do you plan on hiring your own attorney?
I need a public defender, man.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I did get confirmation of the warrant. There is probable cause for your hold, and per the warrant, you're to be held without bond, so you're going to be held no bond at this time. You're going to have a court date on March 3rd at 8:29 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
That fool ain't going nowhere.
Randy Campbell.
Utah, Sacramento, Michigan, Canada, and Alabama, California. Why is there two different screens? Because there's two different locations. You're watching someone else's live. I'm watching somebody else's live.
Sorry?
We have to check on him. They didn't
All right,
send him down.
I will pass
New
him
Jersey.
for the time being. Antonio Davila.
He's waiting for extradition. Jalisco.
Last
She.
challenge on several of his charges.
All right. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Right, you're here on one count of resisting officer without violence, one count of domestic intent of threat to do violent harm, 5 counts of possession of weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, and 1 count of use of a firearm under the influence of alcohol. Do you have an attorney already?
No,
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
On white
I
seat.
need the court to represent me.
Court's not going to represent you. Do you want me to appoint an attorney to represent you? All
Yes, ma'am, my bad.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
took my
mistake.
meds. Yeah.
right, I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. All right, Ms. Smith, you may be heard.
Not wearing a
As
seatbelt?
far as the 5 counts of possession of weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, I would point out in the affidavit, it does list there are 4 different types of revolvers or handguns and then some ammunition. It says that they found the stuff in the common living areas of residence, but they don't specify where they found it, but it's in the same residence. I would point out the case law state v. Whaley, WHALEY 70 Southern 3rd 654. This case law that limits the state to
What a
filing
penny.
on just 1 count of either possession of a firearm by a convicted felon or possession of ammunition by a convicted felon. I would point out that the actual statute itself, which Whaley is based on, of 790.23.
I think he dropped a bar of soap. That's why he's bending over.
To own or to have in his or her care,
Teresa, thank you.
possession, or control. It's got the word any and the any language, any firearm, ammunition, or electric weapon or device, or to carry a concealed weapon, including a tear gas or chemical weapon or device, if that person has been convicted of a felony in the course of the state. So it's
He's
got the any or
practicing.
language in it, which means
He's
the state
practicing
only
bending
files
over.
1 count. And the officer obviously doesn't know the law and charge him for every gun that they found and for the ammunition as well. So I would ask the court to find probable cause for only 1 count and his own recognizance on the 4 additional counts that he should not have been charged with based on the case law and the statute.
This is Florida,
State
Florida,
speaker.
Polk County
Yes,
Live
ma'am.
Court.
State's position is, Judge, you can find probable cause for each of these counts. The accused is alleged that in possession of 4 different handguns as well as multiple
4.
classes of ammunition. You're not here at the charging stage. And while the intake division, the state attorney's office may indeed decide to file only 1 count at this stage, the state would take the position that there is probable cause. He possessed 4 handguns and numerous boxes of ammunition. Thank you.
Hey, so this area right here, it also doubles as church. They use it for
I have
court
case law that is for
in the
filing
daytime.
decisions.
In the nighttime, they use it for church.
Is there
Church
anything in
services, if you
reference to
will.
Probable cause, case law directly on point to probable cause.
Not as a probable cause, but they can only file on 1. If the court is inclined to find probable cause for all counts, I would ask that he be released on his own recognizance on the other 4 counts, since the state is only allowed to file 1 count.
It's all come to Jesus time in that room right there.
If I may, Judge, I would respectfully object to that. Had this been a civil
I do talk
possession
to,
case,
I just haven't done any lives with him lately.
I might not have objected, I guess, but in this case, the allegation is also shooting firearms, using the firearms in an aggressive manner, and resisting officers in the same incident. So I would respectfully object to it.
This is Polk County, Florida.
Thank you.
All right. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I am finding probable cause as to each count. On the resisting officer without violence, bond is already set in the amount of $1,000. That bond will remain the same. As to count 2,
Shade.
bond will be set in the amount of $5,000. Count 3, bond in the amount of $25,000. Count 8, the use of firearm under the influence of bond is already set in the amount of $250, and that will remain the same. Counts 4, 5, 6, and 7, I'm going to do straight pretrial release. So, sir, you are going to be supervised by pretrial release. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You are not to possess or consume alcohol or enter any bar or lounge or any business where the primary purpose of business is selling alcohol. You will be subject to random breath testing, which will be self-pay. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date's March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Thank you, Your
Your
Honor.
Honor. Your Honor. Ma'am, I got one question. How much is my bail?
I just
You
went
said
through the bond.
25,000?
Yes, sir.
That fool ain't going
Left,
nowhere.
You may step to your left.
All right, my bail, right?
I'm pretty sure he's regretting life choices right now. What is that, like life in Florida? Yeah, I know Florida don't play around, so.
No, that's him. You next.
Oh, 1 second. South County, if he's still next to you, he needs to stop talking because we can't hear what's going on over here.
He's all the way in the back, Your Honor. Hey, approve. Approve.
Mr. Davis's case.
Tase him.
Alexia
Yeah, they could do
Davis,
10%
clear.
if they go through a bondsman.
I do want to waive the reading of the one felony charge here for. If he doesn't know what he's charged with, I would ask that the bailiff would please show him the charge if he doesn't know what the first degree felony charge is for.
There's no way you won't know what you're charged with.
Thank you.
But we're gonna go to get a
Deputy is
preemptive
showing
agua,
the paperwork.
if you will.
Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need the court appointment one.
I provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit, and I do find probable cause has been established. State, do you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Respecting the request of the defense counsel, state is filing a motion for pretrial detention on that count. I'm providing a hard copy to appointed counsel if I may approach.
Yes, sir.
Providing the court the original motion for pretrial detention, I would respectfully ask the court to review that motion. If it's found legally and facially sufficient, I would ask for the defendant to be held no bond pending a hearing on that motion. I believe that should be set on Monday, March 2nd, at 1 p.m. on the A2 document. Thank you, sir.
Ms. Smith, do you wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
And I am reviewing the motion for pretrial
Thank you, Sophie.
detention that the state's filed. I do find that it is legally sufficient. Sir, at this time, you're going to be held no bond. You'll have a pretrial detention hearing on this coming Monday, March 2nd at 1 p.m. You, sir, you may step to your left.
Next.
Braydon Davis.
Here, Your Honor.
Going back, he actually was here. He's been in jail here since February 17th, only on this case. And he was, been the first appearance the first time on February 18th. And he came only on the hold for Charlotte County. And this is the bring back date of 2/25, where I always would ask for people to be released on their own recognizance after being a week in jail on another county's case. I don't know if, I believe this is a Charlotte County case, if they were contacted, he was here or not. I don't have that information.
Man, getting
Do you have any additional information? At this
getting picked
time?
up on a warrant from another
No, ma'am.
place.
Typically, it would not, because it isn't charged by my office specifically. Typically, those communications do not go through my office, and I do not have additional access. I usually inquire with the clerks for pretrial release. Sometimes they have information from the sheriff's office. But no, ma'am, I do not have additional information.
Communication from classifications at this time as to if Charlotte County was notified.
Excuse
or
me,
the
Your Honor.
states. Hold on 1 second, Mr. Davis.
This is a case where he's super.
Correct.
But shows a one of those, I guess, be okay.
Pretrial is.
7 days is enough.
Davis, I'm gonna have you have a seat for a moment. We're gonna recall you to see if we can get more information about what's going on with your case.
What information? They haven't picked him up.
All right, thank you.
Carol Denson. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
We're here for an order regarding a violation of pretrial release. I'm showing that you've already had the public defender appointed on your case, so that remains the same. And I have reviewed the order.
What up, beautiful? I'm doing pretty good.
I have seen the order of violation that was signed by Judge Ramirez. You're to be held no bond. And that will remain at this time. Your next court date is going to be March 5th at 1 p.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
You may step to your left. Jorge Gomez.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. You are here on 1 count of battery and 1 count of resisting officer without violence. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
I need the court to appoint me one.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You already have bonds set. They're going to remain the same as to $1,000 as to each count. You are also going to be supervised by pretrial release. Immediately upon release from custody, you're required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not you may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case.
Window watch, you haven't missed anything
Directly
yet.
or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
So they have sandals on. Everybody has sandals on. You just can't see
I'm not
them.
going into the facts of your case, sir. We're not arguing facts of the case.
Let's argue.
Oh, no, I just want to know what was the other person's name.
Pretrial release, we'll talk with you about that.
And Your Honor, if I may, in this
Yes, sir.
brief interim, I did receive an email from Anna Christine Liu, LIU, from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. The email reads, "Good afternoon. Terod Davis is scheduled for pickup. They have a date and a time. I think typically we do not announce those on the record, but I'm pleased to show it to
All right.
the judge for in-camera review."
All right, give me one moment. And Mr. Gomez, the victim's last name is Albritton. All right, good luck to you, sir. You can step to your left. If I can have Mr. Trinad Davis reapproach. Show Ms. Smith the information. Sorry, have this information.
He does have shoes. It just looks like it's closer to his skin tone. That's why it looks like he doesn't have any shoes on.
Yes.
Hey, South County, I'm getting a lot of feedback. I need.
Hey, have a good
anybody in
one,
the background to
Teresa.
Please be quiet. All right, thank you.
Close the door, please.
And Bruce.
203, thank you for the follow.
Tabs on it, that we set it out for another week in case there's a problem or something, but I don't expect that he'll be here if we come back a week from now.
All right, Mr. Davis, you are going to remain no bond. Charlotte County's going to come pick you up.
Frank, thank you for the
It sounds like
follow.
they're going to come pick you up before next week, but just in case, I'm going to have you brought, if you're still here in Polk County, I'm going to have you brought back next week on March 4th at 1 p.m. to come before the first appearance judge to check the status of your custody at that
I'll
time.
be heated. What are you talking about? That you told me that last week.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Martin Hymes,
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kate
Yes, ma'am.
Thompson.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Here for 1 count of trafficking in methamphetamine over 28 grams, excuse me, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 1 count of tampering or destroying evidence. Do you have an attorney already?
What
No,
up,
ma'am.
Brittany?
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
I need a public defender.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established, and also probable cause has been established because Judge Masters has signed the warrant for your arrest. Did state wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. With regard to the lead count of trafficking, the state is filing a motion for pretrial detention, providing a hard copy to appointed counsel upon the approach. As with the other judge, I would respectfully request the court review that motion for facial legal sufficiency. If so found, hold the accused no bond pending a hearing on that motion, which should be set on Monday, March 2nd at 1 PM on the 8th.
What up, Simona?
Thank you.
Ms. Smith, do you wish to respond?
No, Your Honor.
I have reviewed the state's motion for pretrial detention that was just filed. I do find it to be legally sufficient. As to count one, sir, you're going to be held no bond at this time. On counts 2 and 3, bond has already been set. Count two, bond in the amount of $1,000. Count 3, bond in the amount of $5,000. Those will remain the same. Based on the warrant, pretrial release conditions were imposed. And those at this time are going to be remaining the same. Sir, you're prohibited from having any intentional contact in any form, either directly or indirectly, with the victim or witness identified in the arrest report or complaint affidavit, except for scheduled court appearances. You must stay 500 feet away from the witness's home, vehicle, plate, and place of employment. So you're going to be brought back on Monday, March 2nd at 1 PM for the pretrial detention hearing. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Already.
I'm not sure where that skinny dude went. He just got up and shook. He was gone like the wind. So for anybody that's just stumbling across the stream right here, this is going to be Polk County, Florida. This is live.
He's not here, Your Honor, due to medical.
All right. Is he in the hospital or just in the medical of the jail?
What up,
The
sir?
Medical unit at the jail.
Was he a bring back from yesterday? Do you want to have him brought back tomorrow, Ms. Smith?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So I just took my
We'll bring
medication.
him back tomorrow.
Samantha, thank you for sharing the live. Highly
Christian
appreciate you.
Liddy?
El, thank you for the follow.
Approaching.
Yesterday, and this had probable cause challenge. Our
Polk
office
County,
has
yeah.
already appointed. Since yesterday, I did receive a new report from the state indicating that the items were tested and did test positive for methamphetamine.
What kind of hair did this fool got?
The probable cause challenge I had yesterday. And
All right.
bonds were already given.
Yes.
What
All right,
in the-
Mr. Liddy, you were here, you were brought back from yesterday for the possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and a possession or use of drug paraphernalia.
Not yet, Teresa. I'm going to go today.
Based on the amended affidavit that's been filed, the court does find probable cause as to each count. The public defender was already appointed. On the possession of controlled substance, you have bond set in the amount of $5,000, and on count 2, the possession of drug paraphernalia, bond in the amount of $1,000. Those will remain the same. Your next court date's March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
What up,
Good luck to
Reeve?
you, sir.
Yeah, I can't complain. I'm
David
alive,
Sennett?
so I'm here.
Yes, man. Against my will. It's against my will. I'm just doing it out of respect for the court, ma'am. That I don't even know why I'm here, really, honestly.
You got no choice, homeboy.
Hold on, Mr. Sennett, stop talking. I'm going to tell you what you've been charged with, sir. You're here for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. Do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney, or
Thank
do you
you,
want
Sue.
the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
The charge itself was fruited to put in this tree due to that whenever the officer pulled up, I was trying to contact another officer at some whereabouts where I wasn't even supposed to. I was supposed
Hold
to.
on. Mr. Sennett, I already said I would not go into the facts of the case as we're being recorded, and your statements can be used against you in the future. I know
But
you
it
have a
really
lot
just-
you want to tell me, and it's
Yeah, they
important
get
that
it.
you stop
It
talking.
was illegal arrest. I'm sorry.
All right.
Just
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent Mr. Sennett at this time. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. Sir, I just appointed the public defender to represent you. You're going to want to tell them all that information. Today is not the day to go into all that.
okay.
So
What's
save
the
that for
bond?
when you, Mr.
What's the bond?
Sennett.
Uh,
I'm getting ready to go through that. If you will be quiet for a moment and listen to me. All right. I already said probable cause. Yes. You will have bonds in the amount of $5,000 as to each count. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:30 a.m. or at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You can step to your left.
Hey, too much messing around over there. The math is not mathing in his head.
Stratton. I apologize. Regarding bond?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Stratton, you are here for 1 count of trespass. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
Man, good luck to you, Nicolas.
Don't leave
Nobody
these
likes
guys in
court.
our record, at least when I look them up, unless I hear otherwise from pretrial release services, I don't get the same information the court does, even though I believe that I should receive the same information, and the state doesn't receive that information about people's prior records. We don't get that. So I look up myself in CCIS whether people have records or not, and I didn't see him as having any Florida records. So if he doesn't have any record at all in any other state, I would ask for ROR or straight pretrial release.
State. I am showing just before this, I give a moment to the state. I do see there is something out of Kentucky. State, you may be heard at this time.
Oh, that was on a good one. The fool that's
Judge,
sitting down.
I would ask that there either be as a condition of bond or pretrial release that he not be allowed to go back to the location. It looks, from the allegations in the affidavit, it looks like they made several attempts to get him to leave before law enforcement had to be called.
Is that fool licking his beard?
And I do also
What's that fool
see
doing?
he has a history in Illinois as well, with trespassing being part of that. Yes, and there's convictions on there as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Well, he was picking his
I don't recall
nose?
If I said this, I did.
Yeah,
review
he
the
was
probable
digging. He
cause
was all up in
affidavit.
there.
My probable cause has been established.
Now I'm gonna
Sir,
pick
you
my
have
nose.
bond set in the amount of $1,000. It will remain the same at this time. Your next court date's March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your side.
No, that fool's playing a harmonica with his eyes.
I would not go into the facts of your case, sir.
All right.
That fool's playing a virtual harmonica.
As to
Oh,
bond
that was
arrest,
getting down. Look
Yes,
at that.
Good afternoon, sir. You are here for a capias for failing to appear at arraignment. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do
You
need
ain't
the
right,
court to
James.
appoint
You
an
ain't
attorney to
right.
represent you?
The court.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
He's trying to do another line.
And this is my capias, Ms. Smith. Do you want to make arguments on this one now, or do you want this 5-day hearing to be set for his case? He failed to appear for arraignment on yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? I would, I haven't talked to him, but I prefer for him to get a bond today than sit in jail for another day or two without a bond. So, I mean, I don't know if he is allowed to tell the court why he wasn't here, or I have no idea why he wasn't here, because.
So do you have any objection if we proceed with the hearing at this time to establish bond?
Hey, that guy's on a boot loop right now. He's trying to reboot.
Judge, I don't object. I would ask to be given a moment to look up. the
Yes, sir.
case.
While state is looking up, Mr. Torres, why did you fail to appear for arraignment yesterday?
I was at work, and I didn't.
He's
forgot,
buffering.
honestly.
See, can you pull up his case? Was he previously given a bond?
his Roblox server crashed. Oh man. Number one reason why you shouldn't be doing any of those type of substances. Look how they get you. Like, who wants to live like that? Hey, Steph, thank you for that daily heart. You know, I know I'm cracking jokes and whatnot, man, but man, when you get to that point in your life that you can't even function right, man, right there, number one reason why you shouldn't, you shouldn't fry your brain. Hell nah. Now I think it looks like he's trying to brush his beard now. He might need one of these here.
Well, Judge, this case appears
What up,
to be
Sabrina?
diversion, so sometimes the bond is discharged because of that. I'm not sure why, how
It
that
looks
actually
like-
functions.
Yeah, and it looks like you previously had a bond of $250. Sir, I'm gonna double your bond. It's gonna be $500. You need to appear to court, or there will be capiases, and you do run the risk if you continue to fail to appear, whether you forgot or not. You could run the risk of being held no bond. So I'm gonna grant bond in the amount of $500. Your next court date, and this is your warning now, so you're gonna want to calendar it as soon as you get released. March 13th at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date. March 13th, 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
They definitely gonna give him a fish kit.
March 2nd at 8:30 be canceled.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wendy Toussaint.
Yes, ma'am.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You are here for a warrant for violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
Ma'am, I already went to court for this on the first appearance. Is this another one? I came here on on February 9th
Hold on,
for
sir.
a first appearance.
Mr. Toussaint, hold on one second. I'm going to answer your question. This is an add-on. It sounds like you've already had the public defender appointed on your other case. I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender on
What
this
up, D?
case. But per that warrant, you're to be held no bond, sir, so that will remain the same.
He already has this on this case. He's only here because it's.
I wasn't, Sabrina,
judge
no.
signed a warrant, so they had to come back a second time to first appearances. So unfortunately, he's here for the same thing again, but we're already appointed.
All right, so we'll show that still is the case. March 9th at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, medical brought up Kelly. Have a seat right there.
All right, let's see what Kelly, come on
Yes,
down.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Let's see
All
what's
right, Mr.
cracking with Kelly.
You are here for one count of domestic battery on a person over the age of 65.
Is
Do
he
you have an attorney
playing the
already?
piano now?
No, I don't.
Do you plan
Or
on
is he throwing
hiring
gang
your own
signs?
attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
I will go with the court for right now.
I'm sorry?
I'll go with the court for right now.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established.
About those local
You will
for
have bond
life.
in the amount of $5,000. You will also be supervised by pretrial release. Immediately upon release from custody, you are required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you're required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. And that condition and the next condition I'm going to go over with you are in effect immediately, sir. You are also prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay
Your Honor.
500. No, sir, hold on one second. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health.
What up,
items,
Shannon?
Medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools.
It's my mother.
Your mother?
Understand, sir.
Oh, hell no. Ah,
Your
why?
next court date is March 31st at 8:30. Good luck to
Your
you.
Honor, that completes.
Hey, what up, Florida girl?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's switch it up to the other screen now. We're switching up to
Cortavia Baker.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Miss Baker.
all right, let me fix the screen here.
Give me one moment. All right, ma'am, you are here for failing to appear at arraignment. Give me
Yes.
one moment.
There we go. That's better right
Pull
there.
up.
Let me see. Let me unzoom this here. Just bear with me. I can't see nothing,
All right.
James.
Yes, all right.
I
You're here
could-
for a capias for failing to appear at arraignment. Do you have an attorney on your case already, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
You plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Or
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Based on the capias, there is probable cause for your hold, and the capias does give you bond already in the amount of $1,000. That will remain the same. Your next court date, ma'am, make sure you do not miss this court date, is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your left. Trina Barrett. Good afternoon, ma'am. You are here for a violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already?
no, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Need the court to appoint one.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Hot mess,
Review the
yeah, it
probable
is.
Cause affidavit, I do find there
What
is
up, Erica?
probable causes to each count, and it's a violation of probation.
Polk County,
There are
yep.
3 counts for your underlying case that you are on probation for. You are to be held no bond on each of those counts. Your next court date is March 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Do not go into the facts of your case, ma'am. All right, good luck to you. You can to your left.
No, this is Maricopa. This is not Maricopa County. This is Polk County.
Zion Daniels.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
All We're here for 1 count of domestic battery and 1 count of domestic false imprisonment.
What up, Joey?
Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney? Or do you need
Amanda,
the court to appoint
this
one
is
to
live,
represent
yes.
you?
I need the court to present me.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Ms. Smith?
I just want to be heard regarding one.
Regarding bond, all right. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
Hey, I'm feeling okay
You may
today.
proceed, Ms. Smith.
Thank you, Your Honor.
David, thank you for the follow.
I know they live at the same address, but I didn't see any prior record for her when I looked her up myself in CCIS. I don't know if she's does she have any out-of-state history?
Did you hear a toilet flush? Yeah, I thought I heard a toilet flush.
She has not been recommended for straight pretrial release, but I don't believe she has any prior record. So it defer to the court whether the court would be able to pretrial release her or not, but I would ask at least for lower bonds.
And I do need to correct myself. I said domestic battery. It has been charged as dating violence battery, which
Dating.
is the first degree.
Well, you guys got to remember, we're in a jail. They got to use a restroom, so there has to be a toilet somewhere around there. It's probably like they probably have to use the pooper in front of everybody. They got to drop one. They got to flush one. Remember, drop one, flush one. Courtesy flush, por favor.
All right. As to count 1, she already has bond set in the amount of $1,000. That will remain the same. Count 2, I don't see a history. However, based on the fact that it is a 3rd degree felony, I am going to follow the standard
What up,
bond
Samantha?
schedule to bond in the amount of $5,000 on that count. Ma'am, you will also be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from
Yeah,
custody,
who
you are
sent
required to
that?
report in person to pretrial services. After that, you're required to report weekly.
Hey,
by
Gloria, thank you.
telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social
User,
media,
thank
or
you.
third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of
That's right,
employment,
Kristen.
and/or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 p.m.
Hey, for anybody that thinks that there's no toilet in there,
Public defender.
you guys are sadly mistaken,
Good luck
and
to you, ma'am. You
you've
may
never
start
been in a
your
situation like that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Like
Okay,
you gotta,
Dennis?
they have poopers out in the open where everybody can see you. There's no privacy in there.
Of driving while license suspended or revoked. Do you have an attorney already, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court.
Blake, thank you for the follow.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You already have bond set in the amount of $250. That will remain the same.
Polk County is
Your
in
next
Florida.
Court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you guys for following. Highly
Good luck to you,
appreciate
ma'am.
you.
May step to your left.
Kimberly, thank you for that daily.
Amanda Dove.
Timu Austin Powers
Dove?
in red.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi.
You're here for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. Do you have an attorney already?
No.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Polk County, Florida. You live in Polk County? Damn.
Personally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. On count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $1,000, and on count 2, bond in the amount of $5,000. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15.
You live in Polk
a.m.
County too?
Good luck to you, ma'am. You may step to your left.
you.
How do you get on here?
Michelle Drawdy,
I normally get on my computer.
ma'am.
You live in Polk
We're
County?
here for
Damn.
1 count of violation of probation, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. Do you have an attorney already?
No,
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to
No.
appoint?
appointed.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
What up,
I
Jen?
reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. For the possession of
Polk
drug
County-
paraphernalia, you will have bond in the amount of $1,000. On the methamphetamine, bond in the amount of $5,000.
Damn, we got like 10 people from Polk County in here.
No bond. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Evening from the UK, that's right.
Your left.
1 hour away from Polk.
Yes, ma'am.
This is live court, Edward. Yes.
Yes,
Damn.
ma'am.
What do you guys think she did?
Rachel Edwards.
She's getting wheeled in.
Yes.
I live in Polk
Ms.
County.
Edwards,
Damn,
you've
Frank.
been charged with 1 count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney?
Agua.
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you
Panelas.
need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
I will need one.
I traditionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit.
Hey, what up,
and
Sancho?
Probable cause has been established. You will have bond in the amount of $5,000. You will also be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any
Polk County.
intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by
Palm
telephone,
Beach.
pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons.
I don't think she said
You must
paging.
stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times.
Domestic
You
violence.
may return to the victim's residence one
Michigan
time only
here.
within 48 hours of release from
Sancho,
custody,
gracias.
accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
She did say
Your
paging.
next
Okay.
court date, ma'am, is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
What up, mommy
Good luck to
heartless?
You may go to your left.
Can I ask one question?
BJ.
Do not go into
Um,
the facts of your case, ma'am.
No, it's not about my case.
What's
I'm
your
my
question?
mother's full-time caregiver.
She don't
She's
care.
Disabled and bedridden, and she's been at home alone since yesterday because nobody's there to take care of her because that's my job.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do because I can't leave her alone for much longer.
It's a sad situation, but they're not gonna let you go.
You're able to post bond. You can.
Sophie?
Get out. Is she?
And that's why you gotta think about your actions. How your actions are gonna affect other people, especially in a situation
She's not
like
the
that.
victim in the case, so you're
No.
not prohibited from contact with her.
No, it's just my mother. The
Annie.
victim in the case is my ex-fiance.
Okay. So, I mean, as long as you're not violating your pretrial release conditions, then I don't
What up,
see why
Whiskey?
you can't take care of her, but you've got to post bond first.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Like they don't care. So
Jennifer,
that's why you gotta think before you act. Is it really worth it? Like her mom, if her mom's really is really bedridden, just imagine. She probably
Jennifer,
sold
how
herself like
domestic
8
battery.
times
Do
already.
you have an attorney already?
She's not eating.
Plan on hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Public defender,
Thank you for the
please.
follow.
Provisionally appoint the public defender's office. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You will have bond
Thank you
in
for
the
the
amount of
follow.
$5,000. You will also be subject to pretrial release.
Teresa.
Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by
This is
telephone
Polk County,
on
Florida.
Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns,
Maybe,
weapons,
MJ.
ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons.
What about
You
telepathy?
must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school
Monica,
at all
thank you.
times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve.
This
your
is real
personal
court,
clothing,
yes.
Personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work.
I'm in the team's meeting.
Your next court date, ma'am, is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck
Thank
to you.
you.
You may sit.
Hey, thank you for the repost, E85. Highly
Jennifer
appreciate you.
Britton.
Super lonely.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're here for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 count of possession of methamphetamine, and then 3 counts of violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already?
I did, not right now. No.
All right. Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need court appointed, please.
What up, Adam?
I'll provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find
Smoke
probable
signal.
Cause has been established,
What up, Jenna?
as well as I did review the warrant that was signed by Judge Harb for the violation of probation. There is probable cause for that. For the possession of drug paraphernalia, you will have bond in the amount of
Puras
$1,000.
güeras.
Possession of methamphetamine, bond in the amount of $5,000. And then for each count of the violation of probation, you're to be held no bond. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, ma'am.
What up, Quinn? Are you just listening?
Joe,
Yeah, we're
you're
just watching.
How you doing?
Good afternoon. All right, you are here for an out-of-county warrant from Hernando County for violation of probation. Or there's 2 counts from Hernando County for violation of probation.
Hey, don't forget, hit that follow button. It's free.
Confirmation of the warrant, there is probable cause for your hold. And per the warrant, you're to be held no bond. Hernando County will come and pick you up. If they have not come to pick you up by next week and you're still here in custody in Polk County, by next Wednesday, you will be brought back before the first appearance judge on March 4th at 1 p.m. to check the status of your custody.
Women are in blue. Women are in blue, but that was definitely questionable right there. And men are in orange.
Iris Ortiz Nieves.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was definitely confused, and now my brain was glitching.
Services, so I was going to ask for that also.
Yeah, women are in blue. Hey, I don't make the rules up, but
Ma'am, you're here for 1 count of possession of cannabis and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you have an attorney already?
I'm not sure what burgundy means.
And on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
I need the court to appoint one.
Yeah, thank you for
I'm
that.
going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find there's probable cause as to each count. State, do you wish to be heard in reference to the request for straight pretrial release?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Maricopa
Ma'am, you
chat.
have been recommended for straight pretrial release, and I see that you do not have
Yeah,
a
thank you
criminal
for that.
history, so I'm going to grant
bells.
Ms. Smith's request. You will be released on straight pretrial release.
Oh, thank you for
Immediately
that.
upon
I
release
love
from
them.
custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report
Yeah,
weekly
Drea, we
by
have it.
telephone on every Wednesday. You will be subject to random urinalysis testing, and that will be self-pay, so that the payment is your responsibility for that.
You're a psychic?
Yes, ma'am.
That will be the only condition of pretrial release. Your next court date, ma'am, is going to be March 26th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely wild today. Man,
Tucker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Great.
You were here for 1 count of knowingly driving while license suspended or revoked as a habitual traffic offender, and 1 count of failure of owner or operator to maintain required insurance. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
this is Florida, Polk
Do you
County.
plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The courts.
You mean, the court will appoint the public defender to provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. On count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $5,000, and on count 2,
No way, bro.
in the amount of $250.
These are your neighbors right here.
On probation in case number 2025 MM 8199. Because there's probable cause that you have picked up a new law violation, I am going to issue an instanter warrant and remand you on the probation case and hold you no bond. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
And I would ask for public defender to be appointed on the violation probation case also.
That request is granted. The public defender will be appointed on the violation of probation as well. All right, good luck to you, ma'am. You may step to your left. Lisa Welsh?
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You are here for 1 count of possession of cannabis, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 6 counts of violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already?
Smoke weed every day.
No.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one?
This is live.
I need the court to appoint one.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
And for anybody that's wondering if this is real time,
The VOPs be marked as duplicates, because she's charged by actual warrant in 2025 CFOO 8462
you see that right there, JF? That stands for me, James Flores. I'm in the meeting right here.
for 3 charges, not 6 charges.
I was wondering, I was like, that's a lot.
I don't think that, Judge, that was correct to me.
I was wondering the same thing as well, since they all have the same case number. All right. So I
So there's only
find,
three?
I find probable, I find probable cause as to the 2 new law violation and counts 3, 4, and 5. Counts 6, 7, and 8. They are duplicates, so we will show.
That is
since
correct,
it's on there, we can't take
Dana.
that off as duplicates. We will
Anybody
show that
could
as
join, yeah.
ROR since
Hey,
there's no
thank you for that,
probable
Chad. Highly
cause,
appreciate you.
since it's just showing as a duplicate.
The meerkat.
All right. As to the possession of
Hey, what up,
cannabis,
Martin?
we'll have bond in the amount of $1,000. Count 2, bond in the amount of $1,000. And then for the 3 counts of violation of probation, you're to be held no bond.
Hey, Scotland, thank you
Your
for that.
next court date's gonna be March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
Oh.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Nah, hey, you can't. In Florida, it's illegal. Highly illegal. It'll end you up here.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to hit that follow button. It's free. I appreciate you guys. We're trying to get this account up to 30,000 followers, if you will. It's free for you. It's free for me.
Mr. Vulture's case on the BB battery, that there's no probable cause for that one.
Where you
charge,
been?
And then he should be released on his own cause.
So I was hospitalized for like about a month. I had a surgery done, and it went bad. It went sideways. I ended up on life support. It was all bad. So I've been recovering. So that's why I haven't been streaming lately.
It appears that there's an allegation of a single domestic battery. and
I'm
the
45.
victim is alleged to be over 65. So
Oh, awa.
I think I'm splitting hairs. It's not that there's not probable cause, but subsumed into the other charge. So court setting a bond on the felony, they're going to person over 65.
Hey, thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Hamilton. Are you using?
Either way.
I use every day.
And I also point out that I didn't see any prior record.
Damn toilet.
I don't
Tampa,
know if
Florida.
there's some prior record elsewhere. but-
Is no, what I'm doing is highly illegal. As a matter of fact, you guys are accessory after the fact or during the fact. So
All right, Mr. Balch, you were here for 1 count of domestic battery, 1 count of domestic battery on a person over the age of 65, and 1
thank you,
count
Ashley.
of domestic battery by strangulation. Do you have an attorney?
Strangulation? That fool went old school.
Hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Yeah, Bishop, I am. Yeah.
Please.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. All right, I am going to find there is no probable cause as to count 1 as to the domestic battery. As to the other 2 remaining counts, the court does find probable cause has been established as to each count. So on count 1, you will be ROR'd on that count. On counts 2 and 3 each, they will have bond in the amount of $5,000. You will also be subject to pretrial release. Immediately upon release from custody, you will
Caitlin.
be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person.
Nah,
in
you
writing,
can't. You
by
can't smoke in
telephone,
Florida.
pager, fax,
Found it.
texting, email,
Thank you,
social
Bishop.
media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and/or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence 1 time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal
Chad, thank
health
you for them
items,
finger
medication,
hearts.
personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date, sir, is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you. You may.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's legal with a license for medical use only, but not for recreational, if you will. That'll definitely end you up
Jaden
right here
Best.
on this stream here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. All right, Mr. Best, you are here on 1 count of possession of cannabis, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Thank
Do
you,
you plan
Chad.
on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent?
Damn, Chad, did you get your taxes
I
back?
want to point it, please.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've
That's
reviewed the
right,
probable
Michelle.
Cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You have bonds set already on each count in the amount of $1,000. Those will remain the same. However, I do see you are out on bond in 25 CF 11320. Based on the court finding probable cause for the new law violation, I am
Jamie,
revoking
yeah,
your
that's
bond
correct.
In that case, you're going to be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
That fool ain't going nowhere. Yeah, sit down for a minute. What do you guys think this
John
guy did right
Michael
here?
Bradley,
Yes, ma'am.
good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
You're here for one count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney already? Do
Agua.
you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need a professional to represent you? Provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has
What's
been
up, Tatted?
established. You will have bond in the amount of $5,000 and you will be subject to pretrial release conditions.
What up,
Immediately
Jack?
upon release from custody, you'll be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited
It
from
is,
having any
Chad.
intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date, sir, is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
Hey, that's how I look when I went into my surgery,
Jose.
and I lost all that weight overnight.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. All right, sir, you are here for one count of aggravated assault. Do you have an attorney already?
No.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint?
I think
an
like
attorney to
200,000
represent you?
taps. I think, Sophie.
Need the court appointment one.
Will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Okay, I have reviewed.
Or
the
500. We
probable
hit
cause
we hit on the
affidavit.
500 one
I do
time.
find probable
That was a
cause
lot,
has
I
been
know.
Established. Ms. Smith, you may be heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would point out, I
Like that
did
Toronto
this
had. That's
for
right.
in Florida. I don't know if he has out of state history. So I have to assume this is the first charge unless something otherwise.
He
I
does
would-
have a prior history.
Okay, what state?
I messed myself up.
And for anybody that's just stumbling across the stream, this is going to be Polk County, Florida. This is live court. We are in the Microsoft
He does
Teams
have a
meeting.
charge in Florida. It's not a violent related charge, but he does have a vehicle charge.
Okay, didn't see that.
What up, Megan? I'm feeling all right. What up, I try 87?
I know a gun was alleged to be involved in this incident. Of course, the alleged victim said that he pointed the gun at him. Of course,
Linda,
Mr.
yeah.
Card to Hannah.
Glad you made it.
In the police report that he did have a gun. However, he didn't point it at the victim. So I would just put him in consideration that he's denying that he did that. And it doesn't sound like he has much of a prior record either.
State, do you wish to be heard?
Yes, ma'am. I'm reading from the affidavit. According to the victim, the defendant entered his truck, pulled out a black handgun, pointed it at the victim and yelled, "I will shoot you," placing the victim in a well-founded fear, although it does say place the defendant in well-founded fear. With all due respect,
6.6 trillion?
this is aggravated assault with
Ooh.
fire. It's charged as aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I think a downward departure from the standard bond would be inappropriate. Thank you.
The Wizinator. I emailed him.
When the defendant, he entered into his own truck. I just want to clarify that he didn't enter into the victim's truck.
No, I understand. I understood that
I
when
just
I
want to
reviewed
clarify
the
that.
affidavit. Yes, ma'am.
That's all.
All right. I did find probable cause. All right, sir, you're gonna have bond in the amount of $10,000. You're also gonna be subject to pretrial release. Immediately upon release from custody, you're gonna be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or
Hey,
knives.
Mitchie, I'm with you on that one.
You're prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case.
People get mad for free health care and food stamps, but they don't get mad with all that unnecessary spending.
Media or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15
Serenity.
a.m.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ryan Cobby.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir. All right,
Cobby.
you're here for one count of possession of cannabis and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you have an attorney already? Tabani?
No, ma'am.
He looks like a good boy.
Your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court.
Smoke weed every day. Office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You already have bonds set for each count. It's in the amount of $1,000. Those bonds will remain the same. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left. Mustafa Chibani,
Yes, Your Honor.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're here for one count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney already?
Why?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Sophie, it is.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You will have bond in the amount of $5,000 and you will be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and/or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement.
Did somebody say
officer to
pager?
Retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date, sir, is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your
Hey,
left.
Sophie, let me ask you something. Since I'm assuming you're from Britain,
Larry
so
Clark.
are all the laws across Britain the same
Good afternoon, sir.
across every province, state, or whatever you guys
Sir,
got
you're
out
here for
there?
one count of domestic battery with a prior conviction. Do you have an
Why?
attorney already?
No, ma'am.
D, thank you.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Court, please.
We'll provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
I couldn't afford
Reviewed the
to
probable
keep it
cause
up, Chad.
affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You will have bond in the amount of $5,000.
Yeehaw, thank
You
you.
will also be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately
Lucas,
upon
they
release from custody, you will be required to report in
shut it down
person
for
to
7
pretrial
days.
services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are also prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment.
You
and/or
could go
school
to
at
my
all
other
times.
stream. I'm running 2
You may
streams on
return to the
TikTok.
victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date, sir, is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to the left.
Thank you.
So in the United States, laws vary by different states. So some states is
Daniel
legal,
Cody.
some states is not.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, sir.
No bail in
Sir,
Australia?
you're here for one count of defrauding a financial institute and one count of grand theft.
Thank
Do
you,
you have an
Lucas.
attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I plan on hiring my own attorney.
Hire your own attorney? Okay. So we will show that he's refused the services of the.
No bail in
public defender.
Chicago?
All right, sir, I've reviewed the warrant that was issued for your arrest as well as the probable cause affidavit. There is probable cause as to each count. For count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $30,000 and on count 2, bond in the amount of $5,000. You are also going to be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you'll be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report by telephone on every Wednesday. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and/or school at all times. Wasn't there also, can I go back to that last screen? You are also prohibited from having any contact with any co-defendants, and that's directly or indirectly, as I just described as well. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you,
Thank-
sir. You may.
Thank you, ma'am.
Daniel Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. You were here for one count of petty theft from a merchant. Second or
Got it.
subsequent offense. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court appointment one.
I was actually
I
inhaling.
appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed. This one's a warrant.
I was in
All
range.
right, I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You already have bond set, and it is set in the amount of $5,000. That will remain the same. You are also going to be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you are required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone. You must stay away from all Walmarts, Sam's
Not Walmart.
and Murphy's Express.
Sam's Murphy's. Where's he gonna get his gas at? His gas at?
31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck.
Hey,
to
thank you,
You may
Kay.
step to your left.
Hey, for anybody that was wondering what that was, when I got off life support, they make you breathe, and if you have to breathe in order for them to allow you to get out of ICU.
Roberto Cruz.
And I couldn't pass it for days. My lungs were all jacked up.
Yes, ma'am. All right, sir, you were here for a violation of injunction. Do you have an attorney already?
Blue collar, you're not lying.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court.
Yeah, it does.
Want to represent me, please?
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. Ms. Smith, you may be heard.
I had a major surgery. They removed half of my colon, and I guess after the surgery got done, my lungs couldn't breathe on their own.
Under the name and date of birth that I had for him, is there anything else there? I'm not sure where they're getting the rest from
10 seconds.
on a DR case.
Yeah, man, it's one of the scariest and most traumatic things I've ever been through in my life.
I think there's a question in the affidavit, and I have to go back and check this.
Thank you, blue collar. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm here, man. Like, cause I was having these dreams,
Okay, New York. Okay.
and I knew something was wrong. So I was definitely going through it mentally.
That he had any record in Florida. But
Thank you, Mikey. Highly appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that explains it. Thank you.
And I'm trying to see where are you referring to in the affidavit?
It's the injunction, it's in the middle of the page. The injunction order of protection was served and it's active for February 9th, 2026.
Yeah, Lay, you ain't lying, Lay.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out where that was, because in Florida, he didn't have anything.
Understood.
Thank you.
Anything?
Never mind.
Thank you,
State
doctor.
wish to respond in any way, even though I know it was a question.
Nah, I don't smoke or drink.
Just
I couldn't hear anything.
down from the standard bond would seem inappropriate considering the allegations.
The only thing I heard was when they were talking about cutting my mustache off, and I woke up when they were talking about that.
This is the DoorDash case.
DoorDash.
He's saying that he didn't know that you lived there, but based on what I read in the police report.
As I mentioned, I did find probable cause based on the nature of the charge. I am granting standard bond. It's going to be in the amount of $1,000.
That's
You're
it?
also going to be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to
Thank you for
report
that.
weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim.
Donna, thank you.
Contact means directly or indirectly. That includes in person. So you need to be very cautious. From
What
this
about
point
out-of-body
forward. You already have a
experience?
court order in place. In person and writing by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, place of employment, and or school at all times. You must also
Thank you for that.
abide by the injunction
Juju.
while you're on pretrial release. Your next court date, sir, is
Donna,
March
thank you.
13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Hey, so when I was on life support, I couldn't hear anything. I was out.
This is just one of be heard.
I was going through my own thing mentally.
All right, sir, you are here for one count of written threat to kill or injure and one count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney already?
No, Your Honor.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I don't have the money at this time, so I would need a public defender.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Ah, wow.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I find probable cause has been established.
I didn't see any prior record, at least in Florida. Again, I don't get all the information the court does, so.
What up, JB?
I don't know that he has any prior record anywhere. Does the pretrial have anything on?
Like mentally, my mind was still going. I was sedated, but like I was seeing things. Like my movie was still playing in my mind, if you will, for lack of a better
Specifics of
word.
the threat and the allegations of the violence. I would ask for a typical bond, I believe for an F2, which is the top count. There's not a standard bond. I think typically the bond is $15,000. And of course, we'd be seeking no contact with the victim.
And I would point out that some judges, since there is no standard bond for that, I've seen some judges beat F2s as $10,000 bonds. So it's whatever the court decides the bond for an F2 is, that's the bond that's set.
All right. All right, as to count one, I'm granting bond in the amount of $15,000 and on count two, bond in the amount of $5,000.
20,000.
Sir, you're also going to be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim.
If he has collateral, yeah.
Means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. All right, your next court date, sir, is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Hey, nurse, I was pulling my tubes up. I was pulling them out. I was pulling out my
Do I have an
IVs.
attorney that is waiting on a case that has not been called yet online?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. This is Attorney Luis Reynoso.
Good afternoon, Mr. Reynoso. I apologize. I normally call the attorneys at the beginning and I did not realize you were in here waiting.
Thank
Damn.
you, Your Honor.
That fool's been waiting for like
Luis
2 hours.
Reynoso, on behalf of Mr. George Augusto Neto Seba, or I'm sorry, Seba Neta.
Seveneta.
State the
Hey, thank you,
first
Crystal.
last name again for me.
Sure, I'll spell it out. It's Sebaneto. It's hyphenated. Seba Neto.
Seba Neto.
All right. And do I have Mr. Seba in front of me? Yes. All right.
Did you do a thumbs up?
All right. Good afternoon, sir. You are here for one count of dangerous or excessive speeding, 100 miles per hour or over. All right. Mr. Reynoso is here on your behalf.
You go to jail for driving over 100 miles an hour in Florida?
Yes, Judge. We're not going to challenge the PC. We're just asking that the court set a reasonable bond. He is a student, Your Honor. He's in pre-med, has absolutely no prior contact with law enforcement. We just respectfully request that a reasonable bond, the court would consider $1,000 bond on this matter.
Hey, the nurse told my wife that I wasn't gonna remember anything, and I remember a lot of stuff that was happening.
David, I do find probable cause has been established. I find 1,000 to be a reasonable amount and grant bond in the amount of $1,000. Sir, your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
In Texas, over 20 miles?
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is Reynoso, Reynoso.
Yes, Your Honor. And I will be filing a notice of appearance on the matter.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reynoso. And again, I apologize for having you wait.
No problem, Judge. Have a good day. Thank you.
Have a good day as well. Do I have any other attorneys online waiting? We don't hear a response. All right.
Where can you watch this live? You can watch it on YT.
Who's the gentleman
Look up
who's in front of me?
collect call from.
Dorian Garcia.
Last names.
Can I pay anybody's rent?
I'm sorry, you're right. He's in the hospital. All right. All right, Dorian Garcia.
That's Anderson's office, just want to be heard regarding bonds.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Mr. Garcia, you are here for 3 counts of domestic battery and 1 count of criminal mischief. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
And on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to represent you?
I need one to represent me.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Ms. Smith?
Agua.
I didn't see any prior there's 3 different incidents involved here. One is the latest one. It's a criminal mischief, but then there's another one from at least sometime in January of 2026. So when they came, the alleged victim brought up some other incidences from a long time ago. One of January of 2026, and the other one from December 1st of 2024, I believe, New Year's Eve. I would just ask if, assuming also the deed doesn't have any prior record, I would ask for lower bonds.
I saved them on YT, Mark.
Of events that may or may not have occurred on the later charges.
That's right, Chad.
State wish to respond.
Some of the older charges include allegations such as the defendant began.
Hey, what up,
punching,
Jesse?
slapped the victim
Or
an unknown
Jessica?
number of times for about a minute straight. Provoked me to get this level to hurt you is alleged that the defendant having said that, and alleged that her nose was re-injured. Considering the allegation, factual allegations.
No parole cases right now. Maybe sometime soon I'll start doing them again.
A delay in reporting doesn't change the probable cause finding, Judge, and it looks like it's an ongoing issue. State would oppose a downward departure from a standard or typical bond and would request a no contact order.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavits. I do find probable cause as to each count. As to the 3 counts of domestic battery, I'm granting bond in the amount of $5,000. Criminal mischief bond will be
3 counts.
in the amount of $1,000. I'm sure you will also be subject to pretrial release conditions.
Yeah, I need to start doing that in bank ones
You will be
too.
required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time.
Frank, I'm
only
from
within
LA. I'm
48
from
hours of
California.
release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left. Thank you.
What if
sir.
she's not longer there? What if she left?
You cannot go to the victim's residence.
But it's my apartment. I pay for it,
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Sean Giles.
if you will.
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
You were here for, these are add-on charges, it looks like. 1, 2, 8 counts of violation of probation.
8
Do you
counts.
have an attorney already, sir? All
One they stop him
I'm
at
not sure.
1 count.
right. Do you plan on hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Court appointed.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Hey, what up, Siwa?
And this is based on a warrant that was signed by Judge Harp. There is probable cause, and you're to be held in no bond, sir. Your next court date is March 3rd at 9:30 a.m. Or I'm sorry,
Okay.
did I say March 3rd? March 3rd, 9:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes,
You may
ma'am. Are
sit
these?
here.
Can I?
Oh yeah, that guy had 30.
It's not
Hey,
gonna
what up,
change anything on your case.
Elaine?
There's a
Elena?
warrant signed.
Okay, there's eight add-ons.
I need to
Yes,
go
sir.
clip that one from yesterday.
I'm showing it on the other charges. It's for this one. It's counts 9 through 16.
What up, Miss Queens?
All right, good luck, sir. Jakari Glass.
Baby girl, thank you
Yes,
for that
ma'am.
daily heart.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afu's happy.
How are you?
Sir, you're here for 1 count of possession of cannabis, 1 count of tampering with physical evidence, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia.
Smoke
Do you have an
weed every
attorney already?
day.
No, ma'am, I do not.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Yes, ma'am. You can appoint me one.
Hey, what up from New Zealand? What's up?
Provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I find probable cause has been established as to each count. You already have bond set on counts 1 and 3. Bond is already set in the amount of $1,000 as to each count. Count 2, bond is in the amount of $5,000. Those bonds will remain the same. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Yes, ma'am.
Roberto Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
You're here for one count of battery with a prior conviction and one count of tampering with a witness. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
No, ma'am.
And on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
We need the court to appoint me one.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. All right, the affidavit I have only has the charge of battery with a prior conviction. I do find in the affidavit that probable cause has been established as to that count. I do not have an affidavit addressing tampering with a witness, and the facts I have do not establish tampering with a witness.
Yeah, Chris, I don't
Yes,
have a
sir.
paper copy. I'll show you. Polk?
Tampering with
Is
a
there an
witness.
added one in the file?
Hey, thank you,
I
G.
don't know- I'm not sure what's in the court file, Judge.
Thank you.
This is an ancient computer, so to scroll, it's 2 fingers on the touchpad. That's why it wastes so much time.
And if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free for you. It's free for me. If you've been here more than 3 minutes, you're getting something out of it. So don't forget, hit that follow button so like that you are notified when I do go live with these live court proceedings all across the United States of America, if you will.
Officer Garcia.
You know, I think it varies. It varies on Thank you for that, Crane. It varies based on the judge. Different judges
Filed with the clerk, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask different
Please,
things.
Do I need to show it to the clerk now so that they can? At your pleasure.
All right.
Thank you
they're
for
gonna
that
check to
daily
see if
heart.
it's in there now.
Yes, ma'am.
Based on the affidavit I just saw, there is a count for tampering with a witness, and I do find probable cause based on the review of the probable cause affidavit that has been established. You have both counts. Okay. Oh, there it is. And let me just
Whoop,
make sure
there it
this
is.
Can you scroll down? Oh, sorry. That's okay. All right, it's the same affidavit. All right, I find probable cause as to each count at this time. All right, sir, you're gonna have bonds on each count in the amount of $5,000. You're also gonna be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you'll be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are
Yeah,
prohibited
the
from
gifting
having
was
any
suspended on my other
contact
account.
with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim. The victim's
Christina,
home,
thank you
vehicle,
for
place
that.
of employment and/or school at all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m.
Permission to ask a quick question, Your Honor?
You're not going to go back to your case.
No. Well, I'm a 3-tool combat veteran, and I know for a fact I can't afford that bond. Is it 5,000 per charge or just 5,000 overall?
Per charge. So count one's 5,000, count two's 5,000.
Is there a way we can get a bond reduction,
We'll need to get with your attorney and they can file a motion. But as
I'll
of
do
now,
that.
that is the bonds amounts.
All right.
Jonathan,
Thank you.
good luck, sir.
But he's a 3-time tour veteran, if you will. I mean, thank you for the service and all, but
All right, sir, you're here for one count of violation of probation, one count of tampering with physical evidence, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, one count of possession of fentanyl, and one count of possession of cannabis resin. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need it for the appointment.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established
señorita.
as to counts 2, 4 and 5, the tampering, fentanyl, and cannabis counts, you will have bond in the amount of $5,000. The drug paraphernalia count 3, you will have bond in the amount of $1,000. As to the violation of probation, you will be held no bond. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
I think based
Hey,
the
I got a
the,
question, though.
the
I
shirt
can't- I
colors,
asked you a question though, that never mind, never mind.
Don't ask about the bond.
the shirt colors are based on maybe the unit
Hanuman,
that they're housed at.
good afternoon, sir.
Hey, what up, Tracy?
You're here for 1 count of domestic battery by strangulation. Do you have an attorney already?
Awa.
No, ma'am.
Do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Medical.
Provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You will have bond in the amount of $5,000 and you will be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you'll be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case. Contact means directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home.
They have sandals
vehicle,
on.
Place of employment and or all times. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing.
Welcome
personal
back,
health
Chacha.
items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Is this real? I hope so. Because if this is not real, it means that I'm in coma in a hospital right now.
Randy Harper,
Yes, ma'am.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I do, Brittany. I got a pager.
Violation of probation, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 count of possession of methamphetamine, and 1 count of possession of fentanyl. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
No, ma'am.
And on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
No court to appoint.
2 hours and 10 minutes, Chad.
Appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. On count 2, the possession of drug paraphernalia, you will have bond in the amount of $1,000. And on counts 3 and 4 each, you will have bond in the amount of $5,000. As to the 2 counts of violation of probation, 1 and 5, you're to be held no bond. Your next court date's March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Polk County, Florida.
Person Hernandez,
Yes, Your Honor.
sir, you're here for a habeas for failing to appear at arraignment. This is also one that the court issued. Do you all mind if we address this? Warren says. Establish that if you don't mind. All right. All right, Mr. Hernandez, you failed to appear for arraignment on February 23rd. I'm getting a lot of feedback in the back. For the remaining individuals that are waiting, you all need to be quiet.
You shit.
Mr. Hernandez, do you have an attorney already?
No, I do not.
Plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need the court to appoint me one.
I'm gonna provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. All right. And why did you not appear at arraignment on February 23rd?
Was it this year?
2 days ago.
I didn't get anything for that.
Oh, they didn't tell you at court?
I didn't get any mail or anything about that.
Give me 1 second to pull up your case real quick.
I hate when that happens. It's 2 days ago. He must be a really busy fellow, if you will. That he couldn't be bothered to go to your court date. But you know what? Hey, you know what? That's pretty standard. If you're living that life, if you're out there committing crimes and whatnot, you're not gonna show up. I know I would have not been showing up if I was out there committing crimes. I'll just
On January 21st.
I just pay my whole debt when I get caught.
All right. I'm going to set bond on your case, sir. You're gonna have bond in the amount of $250 on each count. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. and we can take off the 5-day hearing. All right, good luck to you, sir. You may
I have a
step to your
question.
left. Don't miss that next
Okay.
court date.
I have a question. Is it 2 counts, correct?
2 counts. Each of them will now have bond in the amount of $250.
So 500 smackaroonies.
George Lawrences,
Yes, ma'am.
good afternoon, sir. You are here for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need the court to help me appoint one. Order.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You already have bond set on count 1. It's in the amount of $1,000. Count 2, bond in the amount of $5,000. Ms. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
So normally on a bond under
Those bonds will
1,000,
Remain the same. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir.
All
So
right, ma'am.
normally-
there's no way that we can speed up the court.
No, sir.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Matthew McClama.
McClama. Matthew
Secretary
McClama.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, so, sir, you are here for 1 count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney already?
Awa.
No, Your Honor.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Hey, I caught that, Chad.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office
What
to
up, Shay?
represent you. And Ms. Smith, I just maybe to speed things up, I did listen to the ECR from yesterday's hearing.
been a
which
minute, yeah.
me, So I understand that the co-defendant already came through yesterday, but you may proceed.
So if somebody has a bond under 1,000, a bail bondsman normally they will not they won't take your bond. It's normally a 1,000 and unless they know you or they want to hook you up, they'll do it. But you're gonna have to. He's gonna have to pay those 500.
Second, Mr. McClema, can you hear us?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you all having audio issues, Central?
Yeah.
No, she just got lower, I think. We hear
You'll
you
take the
fine.
microphone to you. Maybe that'll help.
Well, I don't know why it was turning in.
I don't know.
It's fine now.
It's fine now? Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Smith.
The other way. In the event, of the case yesterday came through, got straight pretrial release, even though she wasn't recommended for it. He straight pretrial released her.
Thank you for the follow.
Based on the facts of the case, and also she didn't have much of a criminal history. And Mr. McClama is in the same position. He doesn't have much of a criminal history either. No prior
KK, thank you for them
convictions.
daily hearts.
So I was going to ask that he also be straight pretrial release with no contact with her. Unfortunately, since Mr. McClama was unable to be here yesterday, there's a lot of people that were not here yesterday. They were stuck in bookend or something, or they weren't able to come to court. So that's why we have more cases today. We've been doing this for like a week now or so for some reason, but it would have been better had they come at the same time. But I'm asking for straight pretrial release, and the judge Staney, I believe, gave her the house to live in. So I would ask that he be given one time with law enforcement to get his stuff out of the house in the condition of straight pretrial release.
State, do you wish to respond in any way?
The court has the affidavit, Judge. I think the court is well informed.
All right. And I did review the affidavit. I see the nature and circumstances that were mentioned. Sir, I do find probable cause has been established. I am granting the request for straight pretrial release to be granted based on the facts and circumstances of this case. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you're going to be required to report weekly by telephone, but on every Wednesday. You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms,
What up,
guns,
Em?
weapons, ammunition,
I'm all
or
right.
knives. You are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case.
Cat,
Contact
they
means
suspended
directly
them.
or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim.
Domestic
the victim's
violence.
Home, vehicle, place of employment, and/or school at all times.
I'm feeling
You
all
may
right
return
today.
to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release from custody, accompanied by a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal clothing, personal health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools. Your next.
What up,
court date
Peaks Ahead?
will
I'm
be
all right.
March 26th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
I do have a question.
I will let you ask the question. It's not, the bonds are not changing and do not go into the facts of your case.
Damn, straight to the point.
Right.
Well, you didn't have bond, it's straight pretrial
We
release.
live at the same address and it's my name on the lease, so
You don't live there anymore.
I'm
She
not
is there, you
understanding.
cannot go back there. You'll need to talk to your attorney.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
But where is he gonna live? You ain't got broken CO20s. Hey, what's up, man? How you been?
You, sir. Randy Wynn,
Yes, how you doing, Your Honor?
good afternoon, sir. All right, sir, you're here for one count of use or display of a firearm during a felony offense, one count of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, and one count of possession of cocaine. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I need
Did
the
they
court
say
to
C.
appoint me
Kane?
to one.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. On count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $15,000. Count 2, bond's already set in the amount of $1,000. Count 3, bond is already set in the amount of $5,000.
There's a Polk County
Bond will
Facebook
remain
page?
the same. You will also be subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone
Josh,
every
yeah.
Wednesday. You will have a curfew while on pretrial release from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. And you may not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. Your next court date, sir, is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
So I have one question. I do have a job, and does that curfew still apply to the job as well?
You'll need to get with your probation officer.
Okay.
They will be able to answer that question.
Okay.
John L. Ramirez Alvarez.
Hey, for anybody that's experiencing any lag, jump on over to my other stream. Jump on over to Collect Call From on YT.
One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, one count of possession of cannabis resin. Do you have an attorney already?
No.
No. Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Court to appoint one.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. Ms. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor, this is a case that occurred at Bridge Community.
Oh, the regular one. Sorry, yeah, Chad.
High school.
Confused.
However, he is only 18 years old, and I didn't see any prior record for him. It did occur at the school. However, I would just ask if he could have lower bonds based on his first charge, and I don't know if he's still going to that school or not. So that's another issue we'll have to deal with.
The state wish to be heard.
And I would make the same argument, but conclude that if anything, it's a stricter bond. Certainly the same with the ASCII, no contact with the school campus as well.
All right, bonds have already been set in the amount of $1,000 as to each count on counts 1 and 2, $5,000 as to count 3. The bonds are going to remain the same at this time. Sir, your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your left. Jesse Ramirez. Good afternoon, sir. You're here for one count of possession of drug paraphernalia and one count of possession of methamphetamine. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
No, ma'am.
You're not hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Court.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count.
Thank you for that repost.
You already have bonds set on count 1, bond in the amount of $1,000, and on count 2, bond in the amount of $5,000. Those bonds will remain the same. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left. Zachary Roberts. Zachary Roberts. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Roberts.
Hello.
You're here on one count of possession of cannabis and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
And on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I would need the court to appoint one for me, please.
Is this real?
Provisionally appoint
Nikki?
the public defender's office to represent you.
I don't think it is.
I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit on your case, sir. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You also already have bonds set It's there, both counts have bond set in the amount of $1,000 and that will remain the same. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Thank you, ma'am.
Smoke
Arthur
weed
Rucker?
every day.
Hey, who in here is real?
afternoon, sir.
Who's a bot? Who's real or who's AI?
For one count of possession of drug paraphernalia and one count of possession of cannabis over 20 grams. Do you have an attorney already, sir?
Smoke weed every day.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I will provisionally
Bullshit.
appoint the public
You
defender's
bullshit,
office to
nephew.
represent you.
Bullshit.
I reviewed the probable cause affidavit on your case. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. You have bond set already. On count 1, bond is set in the amount of $1,000, and on count 2, bond is set in the amount of $5,000. Those will remain the same. Your next court date is March 31st.
Ooh, that fool woke up.
8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Oh, I got a question.
I'm not changing the bond and we're not going into the facts of the case. There's no other questions to be asked at this point. You may step to your left. Jonathan Salazar. Jonathan Salazar. Step forward if your name is called. All right, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're here for 1 count of loitering or prowling
I'm freezing.
and 6 counts of violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already, sir? Do you have an attorney?
No.
You plan on hiring your own attorney or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
The court represent me.
Do you need the court to appoint an attorney
Speak up.
to represent? Or do you want to hire your own attorney?
The court.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I find probable cause has been established as each count. You need to pay attention to me at this time, sir.
What the fuck wrong with you?
What?
All right.
The-
Probable cause has been established as to each count. Count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $250. The remaining counts are to be held no bond. Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
I think he said I don't give a.
Clarification, 2 of the VOPs. So we can.
He said he don't give a F. I think he said. Yeah, oh yeah, F wrong with you. And hopefully this is gonna start getting good.
All right, Central, I'm getting a lot of feedback at this time.
Those are the doors opening, Judge, and we can't hear those are the doors that are opening.
Okay, if you'll just let us know, so then that way we won't put anything on the record at that time, because we want to make sure everything's established.
This is Polk County, Florida.
So the PD is only appointed on the local charges. As to the Hillsborough stuff, they are counts. They are not appointed on that. But you already have
Tase
that
him.
on. All right.
Hey, you remember that one dude from Maricopa, Chad? That full day, and they brought that. It was all
Good
bad.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're here for a.
You had this
habeas
judge,
for
Frank?
Failing to appear at arraignment. Do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
He was a nice guy.
But I have an address already.
All right, I will provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you.
Apologize, Sanders, defenders.
Hey, if I ever make an intro, I'm gonna use that as my intro right
We
there.
have to have a court-appointed attorney from the list.
Is that would either be Miss Cheatwood
Polk County.
or Mr. Berthel, I believe. All right. All right.
Hey,
so
what
I'm
up? Long
going
time
to
no see.
Appoint Miss Cheatwood to represent you. All right, and based on the capias, sir, there is probable cause. You have bonds already set in the amount of $250, sir.
Okay.
Your next court date is March 13th at 8:30 a.m. All right, good luck to you. You may step to your left. Sebastian Smart.
Hello, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You're here for a count of domestic battery. Do you have an attorney already?
No, ma'am.
Plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I would need one, please.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit on your case, sir. I do find probable cause has been established. You're going to have bond set in the amount of $5,000. You will also have pretrial release conditions imposed. Immediately upon release from custody, You will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you'll be required to report weekly by telephone on every
Hey, have a good
Wednesday.
one, lovely
You
sunshine.
are prohibited from having any intentional contact with the victim in the case.
Cassandra, thank you for the
Contact means
follow.
directly or indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, pager, fax, texting, email, social media, or through third persons. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times.
Hey, would
And you
playing on
cannot use,
Xbox
possess,
Live,
or
would that
carry
be
any
considered
firearms,
social
guns,
media?
weapons, ammunition, or knives.
What up,
Your
John,
next
if you
court
will?
date's gonna be March 13th at 8:30 a.m.
I don't know what's going on with that toilet.
Hey,
That
thank
pesky
you.
toilet, if you will. Out of control. They need to know how to control their bowel
David
movements.
Soto,
Yes.
good afternoon, sir. You're here
Good
for a count of
afternoon.
violation of probation. Do you have an attorney already?
No, I don't.
Are you planning on hiring an attorney, or do you need the court to appoint one to represent you?
I'll get the public defender.
Nah, this is not real.
The public defender's office to represent you. Based on the warrant, there is probable cause. You are to be held in no bond, sir. Your next court date is March 6th at 1 p.m. Good luck to
Hey,
you, Ms.
thank you,
Soto.
thank you.
Eric Standridge. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You are here on a failure to appear, capias for failing to appear at mandatory docketing, as well as a direct filed information for one count of littering exceeding 500 pounds. And
Littering?
one count of nuisance injurious to health. Based on, and that's also based on a capias as well.
Hey,
For the
Brandy, I'm
failing
feeling
to
okay.
appear at mandatory docketing, do you have an attorney on your cases?
That case, yes.
All right. Do you
Littering.
have the public defender appointed? or
Yo,
is it
homie, let me see your
private
paperwork,
counsel that you
homeboy.
hired?
Hey, look at this for littering.
Regional counsel.
His court-appointed attorney Robin Stevenson on
Yes.
the
All right.
misdemeanor case. I don't know. if
He got
it's
caught dumping
attorney
something
on
big.
The felony case.
Can we check on that one real quick?
Yeah, that's not a conversation I would want to have if I was on the other end. Hey, you're welcome, Danica. Glad to hear. Love seeing you smile. Yeah, it's hard for me to laugh right now. Still, it hurts.
Hiring your own attorney on the two charges that were direct filed, sir, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Probably dumping some tires or something.
I'm going to provisionally appoint the public defender's office
A
to
piano?
represent you. All right, so for each of those, there is probable cause that's been established already.
Life hurts
based on the
every day, right,
cases.
Drew?
For the failing to appear at mandatory docketing, the capias does establish a bond. You have bond in the amount of $2,500 on that count. As to the littering exceeding 500 pounds, the capias establishes bond in the amount of $5,000. And for the nuisance injurious to health, you have bond in the capias for $250. So all of those will remain the same. Your next court date is March 18th your next court date is March 17th at 8:15 a.m.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Sorry, hold on one second, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Matthews.
What?
Just when you think you heard it all.
25 CF 3952, that went to first appearance.
What up,
the first
Ashley?
Appearance order on May 2nd, 2025. That was for a charge of grand theft, over $5,000. And I'm showing that the CF 25 9826, which is before the court this afternoon, that alleges a crime occurring on October 7th, 2025.
Thank you for the follow.
Judge, by my reckoning, it appears to me that the case that the court just found probable cause for violates the first appearance order and bond in CF 253952 and would qualify for consideration for revocation per Parker.
Right. And the pretrial did just inform or notify me to that. When I had reviewed it, I thought the dates were, I thought it was opposite.
Hey, thank you, Danica.
I do see now that he bonded out prior to picking up the new law violation. Since the information has been filed, I do find there's probable cause.
This was a litter bug.
Charges, they did occur after he bonded out. So I do find on 25 CF 3952, Your bond, sir, is going to be revoked on that case. You're going to be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State. So
Hey,
your
likewise,
next court date
Danica.
is March
Have a good one.
17th At 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you,
Randy,
sir.
thank you for that.
Jordan Tripp.
Jordan Tripp.
Hey,
What do you
good,
guys
Your Honor.
what do you guys think Jordan Tripp is here for?
Yes.
All right. Here for one count of loitering or prowling. Do you have an attorney
Loitering
already?
or prowling?
No, ma'am.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney, or do you need an attorney appointed by the court?
Priscilla, thank you for the follow.
I'd like to have one appointed to me, ma'am, please.
Provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You have bond in the amount of $250, sir. Your next court date is March
Ooh.
13th at 8:30
What up, Tracy?
a.m. Good luck to you. You may step to your left.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
John Whitaker.
Let's move.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ma'am?
You are here for one count of trespass. Do you have an attorney already?
That fool was looking at
No,
somebody's
ma'am.
window. What up?
Plan
What
on
up, Casey?
hiring an attorney, or do you need an attorney appointed?
I need an attorney appointed.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established. You'll have bond in the amount of $1,000. Your next court date's March 13th at 8:30 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
Hey, Florida's definitely wild. What's up, Josh
How
W?
you doing?
Oh, they oh
afternoon,
yeah,
sir.
oh yeah.
Afternoon.
You're here for 2 counts of criminal mischief and 2 counts of throwing a deadly missile
Missile?
at a building.
What? Where the hell do you get missiles at?
Do you have an attorney already, sir?
Throwing the deadly missile.
Listen to me. Those are the charges that you're here for this afternoon. Do you have an attorney?
Excuse me, I was
No. I asked you a question. Answer the question. Do you have an attorney already?
I don't have an attorney.
Do you plan on hiring your own attorney, or do you need the court to appoint an attorney to represent you? All
I need an attorney.
right.
I
I
need
will
a court
provisionally
appointment.
appoint. All right. You need to listen at this point. I am
Oh, yeah.
giving you information.
This is what I've been
That
waiting
is all
for
that
the
is
whole day.
happening at this time. All right, I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause has been established as to each count. Count 1, you will have bond in the amount of $250. Count 2, bond in the amount of $1,000. Count 3 and 4 each will have bond in the amount of $15,000.
A water
You will
bottle will be
also
a missile?
subject to pretrial release conditions. Immediately upon release from custody, you will be required to report in person to pretrial services. After that, you will be required to report weekly by telephone.
Hey,
on
Don, you want to bail him out?
You may not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives, and you must stay away from all.
I think he might be single.
locations. Your next court date is March 31st at 8:15 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You may step to your left.
What's pretrial release?
That's all we have, Judge.
You have a good afternoon.
Damn, man, we had a good run today. Oh, you guys, somebody said that you guys wanted to see the judge. Let's see who the judge. Let's see who this judge is. Let me see here. Let me zoom. Let me zoom in on her. Let's see here. There she is. See, let me zoom in on her a little bit better here so we could get a better look at this this judge here. Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free. It's free for you. There she is. There goes that judge right there. But she got her head down. We can't see her. Let's see here. What is a missile? So somebody in the other chat said that anything that's thrown could be considered a missile. So a water bottle, a pencil, I don't know, a shoe. I don't know. Anybody from Florida care to chime in, if you will? Let me see. Hey, they saved the best for last. Hell, now I was gonna look what he used as a missile. No wonder no one's tapping that. Not bad looking. Te voy a pagar. Hey, gracias. Damn. What up, Judge? What's happening? Let me see. Let me see. I'm in Missouri on probation, and they never do all of that. Florida do too much. I think he got the missile from. I can't even say that word. Man, I'll get flagged real quick. She's not actually. Hey, she's happy too. She's about to go to lunch. Probably go play some golf right now. Man, oh, let me put her down. Okay, they took it off. Hey guys, so I got a doctor's appointment in about an hour and like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go get ready. Today, they're gonna be checking up my my drainage tube, if you will, that I got coming out of my stomach. They said that they might put an order in to see if I still have any more pus in my stomach, if you will. It sounds gross, right? So they're gonna do I think it's an MRI to check how that's looking, and depending on how that's looking, they're gonna determine whether they're gonna take the tube out or not. To be honest with you guys, I'm done. I'm ready to get this tube taken out of me, just because it makes everything a lot difficult, especially when I want to shower and whatnot. You know, I can't shower the way that I normally would. I got to shower sitting down. I'm using my mother-in-law's she had like this chair that you could sit down that, you know, she let me borrow. So that's what I use when I shower. I go in, I got to get like this little bucket, and that's the way I got to shower, because I can't wet my stomach, because I can't run the risk of getting it wet. You know, that'll turn real bad. So, you know, hopefully, I mean, I'll keep it in as long as it needs to be, because I got no choice, but I would rather for it to come out so I could start, you know, showering and moving around a lot easier. A lot of the times when I go into the car, I got to worry about the bag that's hanging, you know, that's connected to this tube, because if I accidentally slam it on the door, the bag's going to pop, and then I have to go to the emergency room to get a new freaking bag. So I'm trying to avoid all that. So it'll make my life a lot easier if, you know, once it does come out. If you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. And I've been thinking about making a video exactly of, you know, what transpired during my time in the hospital, and some of what happened after I got out of the hospital, and getting some feedback from my wife, because my wife saw what I was going through from a different angle, and obviously she was going through things too, you know, seeing me in that condition, you know, being on life support and whatnot, and I could imagine, you know, from her end, it definitely wasn't easy, you know, seeing her partner, you know, hooked up. You know, the day before I was fine. Next day, less than 24 hours later, I'm on a ventilator, on life support. I'm intubated, and I'm not the same person. OMG, I had no idea. Yeah, that's what happened. That's why I hadn't been on. I hadn't been on for about 2 months, because I've been recovering. It was a really traumatic experience that I went through. You know, being you know, going through the surgery and being in the hospital and just everything, you know, mentally, it really messed me up. So you're a trooper. My mom has gone through the same thing, but far worse. And it's a tough road. Yeah, it is. I've lost over 45, 50 pounds at this point. And yeah, that's why I hadn't been streaming. That's why I hadn't been on. That's why I'm not even shaving, because I can't even shave, because I normally shave with a razor. But I'm on blood thinners right now, so I don't want to run the risk of nicking myself and then, you know, bleeding out or whatever. So that's why I haven't really been shaving. I don't like using the clipper. I have a clipper, and then I have one of those electrical shavers, but it doesn't do the same. I've been thinking about getting some Nair and putting that on to check if that's any better, but I don't like the smell. So, you know, I can't wait till I start shaving with a razor again. Let's see, what did they diagnose you with? So what ended up happening was I had a growth in my stomach, and they went in to do a routine procedure to have that growth removed. And it didn't go according to plan. They ended up nicking something they weren't supposed to cut, and man, that put me in a world of hurt, if you will. You look great. Thank you, Kat. Highly appreciate you. You definitely 100% have testimony. Yeah. I would say that the growth that I had, it had to do with, you know, what we eat, you know, what we consume and whatnot. You know, I love eating meat, and, you know, I love eating a lot of unhealthy things and whatnot. And to be honest with you, all the food that we eat, it's all processed and super processed, and it's not organic. And then even if you get fruits and whatever, all that stuff is was it bioengineered and whatnot. So all the stuff we consume, water and everything's just polluted. So, you know, with all of that, I'm thinking that's what caused the growth. Luckily, they caught it at a point where it wasn't cancerous. So, you know, I'm grateful for that. And then I'm also grateful that when they cut half of my colon off, they were able to reattach it, and I didn't end up with a colonoscopy bag. So those are the kind of like things I think about that. I could have been in a much worse situation, if you will. Let me see. Do you have pain? Oh, cat. Oh man, I have pain all the time. Like last night, I was laying up in bed and I couldn't sleep. It's just really uncomfortable. Not, you know, I'm not sure how many of you, the way you guys sleep, but I like to sleep on my side. I like to move around, and with me having this going on right now, I gotta sleep on my back. Trying to sleep on my sides it's super uncomfortable. Like the other day, I was trying to sleep on my back, and I got a little bit not on my back, but on my side. And when I woke up, my back was hurting. So I was like, man, I won't be trying to sleep on my side anymore, because it makes things a lot comfortable. Gifting is suspended. Yeah, Kimberly, on one of my accounts it is. They say, well, prayer, James. So sorry. Hey, it's just life. You know, I'm just glad I'm here. I'm glad I was able to make it. Let me see. Do you want me to go to Arizona and get arrested? Hey, what's up? Make money, man. Thank you. We take the small things for granted. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can't do. Like even like tie my shoes. It's hard for me because I can't. When I try to reach down and try to tie my shoes, it's painful. It feels like my stomach is gonna rip open. Definitely very very uncomfortable. Have you tried sleeping in a recliner? So actually, my wife bought me a recliner when we came. It's a cheap one. I think she got it for maybe $300-400 off of Amazon. It's cool to, you know, lay back on it and recline on it, but sleeping on it, I don't think I could do it. It's a little bit it's a bit uncomfortable. Courtney, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see. We're so glad you're back, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys and the support, the prayers and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and you know, cut the stream. I gotta get ready. I got about maybe like 20-30 minutes, and this shower is probably gonna take me 40 minutes to do right now. Sitting down and whatnot. But hey, I do appreciate you guys. For those of you that don't know, I do have a Discord account. If you guys want to be, if you guys want to be updated with notifications when I do go live, I strongly suggest signing up for the Discord account. It is free; it doesn't cost you anything. And I also have a YT page under the same name at Collect Call From, where I archive all these streams. So if you want to go back and you want to play them back, it'll be archived on my YT account. Once again, it's at Collect Call From. Hey, señorita, wishing you a good doctor's appointment. Catch you later, man. I'm hoping they give me some good medication. You know what I'm saying? Something that'll help me sleep. You know what I found that does help me sleep is those 15s. You know, those little blue pills. But I try not to take them that often because my wife is, you know, worried about me getting addicted to them. So I am mindful of that. So. Let me see. All right, then, guys. You guys have a good one. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm James, or Collect Call James. I'm the host right here at Collect Call From, where we do a little bit of court hearings. Normally, I would also do phone calls from prison. I kind of cut back on that, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get back on that. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to them to check if anybody's interested and whatnot. And like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we're out. A rato. I take him to hell, yeah. Yeah. We're here for you. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate you, Taurus, Amber. All right. And for those of you that are on YT, YouTube, if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. It's free also. All right. I'm going to cut this stream. And this should send you over to Maricopa, which should be starting up in about 8 minutes or so. All right. You guys go ahead and have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. if you will.